Hello, my name is Kyle.
I'm Ayat.
I'm Alex.
I'm Rachel.
This is Tony. And we are Pseudo Adults. Welcome to episode 205 of the Pseudo Adults podcast. That's right. It's a podcast you could listen to anywhere that you find podcasts when you're like, chopping through the forest and, cutting down all the trees, shooting all the bows, all the frogs with the bows and the arrows.
Wow.
So they'd be like, where is Pseudo Adults? Look no further. You could spare all those creatures and all those plants. Save the rainforest. That's the message of the day.
The only podcast I know is that little kid from Ghostbusters.
What?
Podcast.
Hmm?
Oh, I forgot that was his name.
Yeah, the boy's name was Podcast.
God.
And you can find him here on this show as well.
He's in the background of every episode,
Yes.
I hear.
Find
really?
Podcast and
wow.
send us. We'll send you $50 if you can find Podcast in any of our episodes. But you have to watch all of them to find it.
Yeah, we're like Project Fear now.
Yeah. Find the hidden podcast.
I'm never able to find their duck in the show.
What?
Sometimes it's like literally
Really
just right
easy.
there.
Yeah.
It's like, "Wah."
I'm paying attention to other stuff. I'm
Yeah.
looking for a duck.
I was just
And
looking
then
at
they
it.
always say it at the end. I was like,
Did you see the duck?
Did you
I
see
was
the
like,
duck?
oh shit, I forgot about the duck.
yeah.
It's literally my ADHD. I was like, if you don't show me the duck doesn't exist.
You know what that reminded me of? Like, remember back in Kids WB where they would have find the pink thing? And sometimes they would just mistakenly color Superman's hair pink or stuff like that.
Oh
and
my
you were
God.
supposed to... Do you remember that?
No.
That sounds
You guys
awesome,
don't
though.
remember that?
No.
Oh, my God.
Dang.
Yeah. I don't
like
even
a
remember
highlights.
why it was pink. Oh, Pink Panther. I think Pink Panther was coming out or something.
Huh.
Whoa, you're having like a brain blast.
I like it when those happen.
And I'm seeing it happen, too. It's like everything's firing off.
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that at all.
Oh, wow. Yeah, no. I remember, we were both like, oh, we got to find the pink.
Oh, man.
Yeah. It was crazy.
It's not even like they give you a reward for
That's
it.
No, I think
That's
there was some kind of reward for it.
There's always a reward when you find the pink.
That's
Am I
right.
Yeah.
You gotta find the
Gross.
pink. Trained us since we were young.
I always find the brown.
Oh, there's the pink.
Oh,
God.
let's go.
He found.
You found the wet pink?
Why is it like that?
Oh, probably because I spilled all over the place.
Why? What? Never mind. So it's only been a week since we last recorded, and our apolitical conversation last time is the most dated thing already. Who
Wow.
knew?
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Was it 24 hours until?
Less.
Yeah,
it was
it was
like
less
it
than
was
that.
that day.
It was later
Is
that
that
day.
day?
It was later that day.
Alex already told me. He's like, yeah, I already heard that this was going to happen.
Yeah, I'm like, it's
told
happening
it
this
happened.
weekend.
Yeah. And I was like, wow, look at that.
Got Washington insiders.
Look, don't ask, don't tell.
Oh boy.
But since you asked, I'll tell you.
You work for the FBI.
Yeah, I work for the
All
FBI.
right.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
How's it feel that your boss got fired?
Oh,
No, not that
Service.
FBI. It's a different one. It's a freaky boy insider.
I like that. That's like a new boy scene.
Yeah. Yeah. And we have all the topics people care about.
Oh, like what?
Stranger Things,
Huh?
Freaky
Kamala
boys.
Harris. That's it.
Okay. All right. Cool.
What about K-pop?
Yeah, there's a BTS section in the
Oh,
back of
nice.
every zine.
Your
BTS
magazine's
army.
already sold out.
Yeah,
Just
it's
because
Oh,
of-
dang, yeah.
just
It
because
is sold out.
Yeah.
It says what they're doing in war.
Oh my
Oh, my
God.
God.
That's what they are
That's
right
a good
now.
segment.
That
Good
is
segment.
true. They have been rotating going to war.
Yeah.
Serving in the military because that's how the country rolls.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, they will
Cool,
be.
it's cool.
Mm.
Did you hear about the planes that flew way too close to
Alaska?
To the sun.
yeah.
It was Russia and China
Yep.
flew together too close to Alaska.
Yep.
And then Canada and America responded with planes following that plane. But it was a plane that could hold bombs. They said that was
Any
it
plane
was not
can
holding
hold
it.
bombs.
It wasn't holding it, but they said it was like a plane that could hold.
Batman fits in any role with that big bomb above his head. He could put him on any plane.
Literally.
Yeah.
Not saying you should
Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb.
Yeah, but if he was on a plane, that scene would be so different. Some days you just can't get rid of a bomb. Yeah. Someone help!
Please.
The Chinese plane.
That was the news I woke up to this morning. I was like, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's San Diego Comic-Con weekend, though.
It is.
And there's always like panels on literally everything, and I guess I'll just wait for the people that shouldn't be filming it to put all their videos on YouTube. So that is what I'll be watching for the next week. But
dang.
But I've seen a few. We said before we started recording, you know, like what we do in the shadows. It's got their final season
Yes,
coming
I
out.
do.
Did you see any of their panel? It was pretty funny.
I haven't yet. I've just heard some news about
Do you
it.
tend to watch those things or no? Otherwise, I'll tell you
Could.
like kind of.
Is it good? I mean, like, you can spoil it, whatever. The likelihood of me watching it is very slim.
I won't delve into like any specific moments, but it was humorous because it's like it wasn't the whole cast. You know, it was the Colin Robinson. I'm gonna go from like actors' names to like characters' names. Matt Berry, not Guillermo, not Nadia, Kristen Shaw. He was there. And I think like the current showrunner, not Mr. Waititi.
I was like, meh.
But then the actor who plays Nandor was there via Zoom, and they kept putting him on the gigantic screen, and every time they did it, he was like so close to his camera, and he was wearing the fangs, and he was like in character the entire time. It was like they were filming a show. They're like, we wrapped months ago.
So good.
So I don't know. He like didn't get any earnest answers out of him, but he was really funny.
Oh my God. I could see that.
Yeah.
You can. If you go online, you can watch it.
Literally could.
It's on YouTube. Yeah. What else came out of Hall H? I have no clue.
Was it the Creature Commandos trailer? I didn't watch it yet.
I actually did watch that.
Release that.
Yeah.
It's the new DCEU. That's canon. All the animated stuff is going to be canon to those movies.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's coming out before Superman too, right?
Yeah.
So it's literally going to be the first thing.
This year, yeah.
It's a ghost.
Especially the way it creaked open like that.
It's a ghost.
How'd you get back down?
Oh. Oof, okay. I was scared.
AJ.
What's that?
Is that a Power Ranger coin?
You got a giant shekel.
Is this your morpher? Oh, it says the Intrepid. How'd you get back down here? Did you sneak past mommy? You want to say hi, everybody?
Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody.
There you go.
No more buttons, but because now we're switching for the podcast.
Why?
Look, you see that screen over there? When I press the buttons, it changes the camera. See? And then you'll be doing this for me later.
New Dan.
Yeah. Rodan.
Rodan. Grodan.
Kyle, it's you.
Oh no!
Whoa.
Where are you, Kyle?
No, because he sees a different background.
Yeah.
Tony and Aunt Rachel. Whoa. There they are.
Oh.
Love you.
Ooh.
Damn, all right.
He loves me too.
Yes. It's just a silent I love you.
Because we're all here.
Yeah.
Forgot what we were talking about.
Creature
Hall H.
Commandos.
Yeah, Creature Commandos.
Hopefully this is an easy cut. So did you see it? Did you see the trailer?
No, I added it to my YouTube watch later.
Ah,
It's to watch it.
What do you think of it?
I thought it was like Suicide Squad. They even say it in this in the trailer.
They just keep kind of doing more of that. It's like the Suicide Squad. Now it's Peacemaker. Now it's like also like the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
But animated.
Oh.
Oh, that sounds cool.
I think they had the opportunity to be like Suicide Squad is Task Force C for creatures, and then it could be the Creature Commandos. But they're like, it's Task Force M for monsters.
What?
It's like, all right. I mean,
Yeah,
all right.
there's M or Creature Commandos. Like that starts with an M.
Yeah. And
Interesting.
Viola Davis is still Amanda Waller, so I'm guessing in the movies she's still going to be Amanda Waller as well.
Interesting.
Because he said that anyone who's playing the voice of these characters is going to play them on
Right.
screen. So
Interesting.
They're in the very early steps of seeing like how this will actually play out. All these ideas. And I saw what it's worth. They released their logo, which is like the retro DC logo.
yeah, just Superman going like, me.
Oh, wow.
That's Superman.
Yeah.
That's Superman.
Well, that's exciting. Hopefully this new phase really pans out for DC because I feel like they've gotten a right deal for a little while.
Yeah.
I feel like a long while. Look how deep we are into Marvel. We're watching like Deadpool v Wolverine.
Yeah. But Marvel's also been pretty shaky.
I saw a post that was like people going back and forth being like, Marvel sucks, and then Loki comes out like, Marvel's good, and then like the other movie comes out like, Marvel sucks.
Yeah, it's
Deadpool
like
Wolverine
shaky.
comes out, they're like, Marvel's good.
Yeah.
So
It's just
it's
very
shaky.
I feel like the best approach is kind of the way DC did it. Back off just a tiny bit. Get your shit together and then come back out and produce stuff.
Well, that
Hopefully it's good.
yeah. But
That's a solid
No
plan.
quantity over quality.
What they're
Yeah,
trying
and
to
that's what they're trying to do. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why the only Marvel movie is the Deadpool movie this year, the Deadpool Wolverine.
Well, that's kind of good. Like, we need to pull back, get people excited, give them a little less, because then they'll get a little less, like, I'm overwhelmed with superhero movies.
But we have a lot more good Marvel than we do good
We
DC still.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I would like them to be.
But
doing
look
some
how
cool
easily
stuff.
it burnt out. Look how fast it was.
Yeah, it's like .com bubble burst. So it's like, if you do too much of something, then it no longer becomes a special event. It's just like, oh, it's just an everyday thing. So then you could just skip it because you're like, whatever. There's so many of these. That's the problem.
It's true. But are you saying there's a fatigue? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, of course.
But what if it was all? What if it was all A tier?
Even then, I think it would still tire people out because it's like there's just too much.
Everything's too good.
I just can't keep up with everything. I mean,
that's my problem.
It's not just.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily just.
It's a lack of time.
I mean, the
adult.
shows that are imminently coming out that I want to watch for various different reasons, not because they're all the same genre, but like, you know, there's the Batman Cape Crusader show that's about to come out. There's a season of Futurama about to come out.
There's the Penguin Show.
There's the Penguin.
Yeah, the
Can they
Penguin show.
release? Can they
the
release?
Pangolin show.
Can they release all this during the winter instead of summer?
Yeah, right.
I'm
I
really
hope
over this.
we could watch it into the winter apparently because I feel like they just be like
Oh God! But everybody talks about it.
What-
You got to keep up. Everybody's talking about it.
during the winter they're just going to be playing Rudolph. They got nothing for that.
24/7
Wouldn't it
on
be-
all streaming channels.
And then you can't watch anything else.
Realistically, wouldn't it be better to release towards the fall and the winter? Because if you do, you can sell more stuff during Christmas. Like,
You're
holidays?
totally right. That's how standard
Television.
television
Yeah.
is. It's
I go, then
fall
why?
season.
here.
Yeah.
Then why? Like, I get it, but like, I also want to see the sun because I normally don't see the sun at work. Like, I'm inside all day. So like,
Stare directly into it.
and now I feel like going to the movies and seeing a movie is like I now just like let go of like 2 to 3 hours of my day. Like,
I love going to the. Now we had this pass,
I love
bro. I can't
movies.
help but like want to see everything,
yeah,
and then also be like, hey, it's better because it was free.
true. It's just like
I mean,
you only have 2 days out of the week to be free.
discounted.
Like you only have 2 days free out of the week, and then you go see a movie, and you're like, during the weekdays, that's fine because you have your days already blown at
Yeah.
work.
Yeah.
But like,
After 2 movies, it is free.
Yeah, after 2, you could consider
I'm
free.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2. So you gotta watch 3 movies.
Yeah.
we have one more movie to make it. Actually,
No, we're on the free one.
we're on the free one.
No, they're on the free one.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
on the free one.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't
Technically,
see
Twisters wasn't even fully free.
No, because
Yeah,
it
this
was
is 4D.
It was you had to pay like $2
damn.
extra,
Okay.
right?
Oh no, it was
7,
like 8.
7.
Yeah.
7. All right, that's not.
But it wasn't bad compared to like $24 or whatever.
Yeah, that's insane.
There's a movie theater that opened by us that's like $6
Whoa.
per ticket. It's very small. It's in the shopping center.
There's a normal price for a matinee.
I don't know. They're like a small like
Yeah, but we got
matinee. It's like as small as the one that's by your house. The
the one that's by
Yeah.
my house, you know, in Southern California.
Yeah.
is gone.
oh really?
Yeah, it died of COVID. Yeah,
Penguin blew it up. The penguin blew it up.
Which one, the male or female penguin?
yeah. It's,
Oh, there's 2?
it just says goodbye.
Wow.
As we were like,
Dang.
if I remember correctly, it was there throughout. I think I think all these places had temporarily closed through COVID. It briefly reopened and then permanently closed. Damn. Comic-Con. So Matt, probably you haven't heard any of the news out of it. So the big thing that came out of it, which I was trying to like, I was like, I want to watch it and find out that way, but everything is a clickbait head. I'm like, oh, I guess I already know. And I was just like, well, are people just lying so they get the clicks? I'm like, nope, there's a picture of him there. I'm like, okay, it's real. So want to tell Matt the MCU plan?
So you know who Iron Man was?
Iron Man was Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah. Well, now he's playing Doctor Doom.
It was what? Oh, dang!
Yeah,
he's
Timothy Chalamet is
He's
playing
really
Dr.
playing Doctor Doom. He's in the MCU.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's playing Dr. Doom.
What the hell? And Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Whoa! All right. I mean, looks like we're gonna have to see a Doctor Doom.
Yeah, and
But
Avengers.
that's what a unusual choice.
The M stands for Matt.
Yeah.
Cinematic Universe, not Marvel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You know who actually played Iron Man, right?
What? It was what's his name? The man.
Junior.
Oh wait. Oh, it's the. You're talking about the Downey Jr.
Yeah,
man.
the paper towel man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down.
yeah.
The quick-
Yeah.
He's now Dr. Doom.
Oh, he's Doctor Doom now.
Yeah.
They're bringing him back that way. That's weird.
Yeah.
multiverse.
Yeah.
But they also like Kang Dynasty is no longer the
That's not a thing anymore.
Oh well, that good. I mean,
Yeah.
that's to be expected.
like we wrapped that up in Loki. What are you talking about?
Oh, I thought you meant that they have a new Iron Man.
Yeah. Although I would have loved to see that crowd of Kangs.
Right.
Yeah, all the Kangs that aren't even acting like humans.
Yeah.
Acting like just.
That sucked.
Yeah, it's so funny because it's like you even go to a rock concert and nobody's acting like that. In the fucking, now you go to the Council of Kangs and
Yeah.
You know how they
had
solved that
rabies.
problem? They just got a bunch of ants to get in there and just kill them off.
Yeah.
Ants, man.
It's the ants, man. It's the ants,
I
man.
would love that if that's how it happened. That just the giant ants come in and eat them all.
Yeah.
Like in them. You remember that old movie where I think it's that movie?
Them? Which one?
Yeah, where it's a movie about radioactive mutant ants.
Yeah.
It was on Mystery Science.
That's an old black and
It
white.
wasn't back
It's
in
an old
the
black
day.
and white movie. Right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh my god.
I mainly remembered from the
ants.
Wilhelm screen compilation. It's one of the earliest
Oh.
Wilhelm screen.
Really?
They're bringing back the Russo brothers to
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I was happy about. I was
Yeah.
like, oh, sweet, these movies might be good.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's gonna involve wizards.
Yeah.
Dang.
yeah. It's
Of Waverly Place.
it's gonna be a sick crossover.
Everything is not what it seems.
Everything is just a dream within
Yeah.
a dream.
I hadn't seen the stuff that they did post Endgame, and I guess no one did, which is why they're like, "Oh, yeah, we'll come back." And apparently they did say they would always want to do the Secret Wars thing, which I know nothing about. Do you guys know everything about
It's a secret.
Wars? Oh,
Oh, all right.
I tell you, I have to kill you.
The porn parody is gonna be real easy to make.
Secret Horse.
Yeah.
She was like,
Man, how's your job writing those porn parodies?
Excellent. It's booming.
Yeah.
Booming right now with all those titles. House of My Dragon.
Oh.
Dragging my dick on your face.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Three body problem just is the porn parody.
Yeah.
Three penis, bro.
What?
Dragging me down. Yeah, literally. Dragging me down on me or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
One of them.
Sometimes you just
Yeah.
throw the porn parody XXX on there, and that suffices.
Oh, just like say the name of the movie,
One
XXX.
girl, XXX.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sounds like you're just like sick of writing for the day. Like just throw XXX
Yeah,
on
just
it.
throw the porn parody XXX on there. They'll understand.
You got now. You're gonna give us porn fatigue. You gotta
Yeah.
give us new exciting porn.
That's right.
You gotta make sure there's plot in there, or some people won't get off on it.
So for each so for each of the items that we cover this podcast, you got to give us the
Porn parody
title, okay? So you already started alluding to Twisters.
Twist my nips.
Twist hers.
Oh,
Twist hers.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you saw it in 4DX?
40 triple X.
You don't have the forbearity
Of the
watch
theater.
it for, man.
Yeah, but you gotta wear your
I
glasses
appreciate
so
it.
it makes the dongs like really
Actually,
come
we
at
didn't
you.
need to wear the glasses on this movie.
Nah, this one you
But
did.
Matt did say that next time he goes to a movie, he's just going to bring a Sibian so he doesn't need to do 4DX.
I did say that to regular movie theaters. That way I can feel like I'm in 4D at all times.
So Matt sat down and he goes, "Oh, there's water," because there's a water on/off button. He goes, "Water off."
And then it kept turning back on.
Oh, no.
After every trailer. It's
Oh,
like,
no.
Alex, was yours off? And then it turned back on. And you're like, I had mine on the whole time.
Yeah, I'm like, I didn't turn mine off. I figured I'm gonna get wet.
Yeah, I'm gonna get soaked.
Yeah. So we watched Avengers. Well, I watched Avengers Endgame in 4D, and it was nothing like this experience. It was just very like limited movement. Like the seat gets hit like a massage chair. This was true 4DX.
This was like one of those digital roller coasters.
It was like a ride at Universal.
That's crazy.
It like when the twister's hidden, everyone's
Yeah.
My favorite is towards the end of the movie. There is the tornado hitting the town, and Matt was in the tornado because I'm like moving around, and I look at Matt, and he's. I was like,
And they don't give you a
Your
seatbelt.
ass is like above
Yeah.
your
dude,
head.
it was so fucking funny.
He's actually in the air.
It's like it was like he couldn't control his head because it was going everywhere too. I was like, and I just hear wow, wow. And anytime he's even like sees the tornado in the distance, I just hear like, uh-oh.
You should have been the trailer for the movie's 4DX experience.
This isn't gonna be so good, is it? Matt, what was it like from your perspective?
I was like, oh, cool, a 4D experience. And then there's the freaking Wolverine, and I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah.
I'm getting rocked around. I was like, oh, man, I know what I'm in for now.
Yep.
I was like, is this how the other movie was? And he's like, no, the other movie didn't move around at all like this.
Wow.
That thing splashing you, it's raining water on you, it's blowing you, it's punching you in the back, and you're just getting rocked around the entire time. Well, all this stuff is happening. It felt like I was in a Three Stooges sketch.
I'm just picturing Matt with like if he had popcorn and soda.
So there's people who did, and they were like, "Oh, I can't even eat this. What's gonna spill everywhere?" Like you heard it behind us, people complaining, like, "Oh my god!"
I heard before you guys even went that 4DX experience was wild for
It was nuts.
start. Like it was just not. Like it was too much.
Did you get motion sick or anything?
There was
I
a couple
would
of times
die.
where I got a headache from it. I was like, this doesn't normally happen.
Oh wow.
I did not, and I usually would get like from like 3
I
days a headache, but
probably
I did
would
not.
vomit. Like
You get
I
motion
probably would
sickness in
vomit.
general, yeah? You would not be good.
okay.
Because there's even like when cars are driving, they're like bouncing you as if you're in the car off-roading.
Yeah, that's
Like-
right. Yeah, they are.
I would be like,
off-roading
I'm
you
over
also.
this really hectic ride. Like that's why rides at like fairs and like Six Flags are like 5 to 10 minutes long because anything further than that is breakneck speed.
Yeah, I mean, the good news is that there's like talking scenes in the movie
There's breaks.
where like,
And it goes with the lips.
well, the Deadpool one was going with the music.
Get wise going with the music.
Yeah. So that was like, oh my God, like this, you're not going to have a break. But with this, they'd be talking, but then all of a sudden, like someone splashes dirt and the chair's just like,
Yeah.
and you smell like dirt and it just blows it in your like face,
Oh,
like
man.
the air.
Wow.
Even in the Deadpool Wolverine trailer, Hugh Jackman spits and Olivia just goes, ah! She got like spit on.
Some people would kill for that. That's a king.
Starts making out with the chair. Get out of the
Spit on
chair,
me
Hugh.
again.
Get out of the chair, Hugh.
You know you want to. Hook tooth.
Water off, but this seat's very wet.
Not from the seat. From me.
But yeah, and also it's a movie about like tornadoes and stuff, so there's a lot of rain.
A lot of rain. The lightning was cool. When the lightning happens, the lights blink and
Yeah.
everything in there.
But there's like a hole in the back of the seats, I guess. So whenever there's water, you'll see it like spray up from the chairs in front of you. So I kept noticing anytime like rain happens, like
Oh, wow.
I was like, oh
Did
my
you walk
god.
out of there like soaking wet?
No, surprisingly not. I didn't.
It
get hit that
wasn't
bad.
a lot of water. I was expecting more, but because I was like, okay, let's get a little water. Let's see how it feels now. And it was like a little, like if somebody's talking too closely and they spit on you, that like actually like
Misty.
the Wolverine, like you said, that's how it felt. Anytime water was involved.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thankfully, it wasn't a steady stream where it's like,
It's like you walk into the theater and they give you a poncho.
yeah.
Like, uh-oh.
Someone in the movie pees their pants, and then they just put water all
the
over your
sea.
crotch.
Oh, you dive in the Titanic,
Oh, my
Oh
God.
no.
bro.
Titanic.
The seats would be like this the whole time.
Yeah. Oh shit. You're sliding.
When is this actually gonna sink? Because
Will they move when the truck moves?
when the
They
truck-
move when everything moves.
When they go-
everything. Oh yeah,
And the thing-
you probably feel it on your back.
Yeah.
That's where the 4D crap is now. But yeah, it sucks because it's only in theaters for a week because now Deadpool Wolverine came out. So like, if you want to watch Twisters and have that experience, gone.
Damn.
Now it's replaced by Deadpool.
It's cool.
I wanted to watch Power Rangers in 4DX. Never get a chance to do that though.
Throw up. It's fine. Tony's like, you're fine. You're fine. I'm just like, good. Walk it up. I'm like, no. I'm not.
What would be the 4DX at home kit? Like if it'd be like you need to install something to spray you, a special chair that contorts you, decorations in your room to be the lights that
You
you're
could just do it yourself. Stand, put a chair by the light switch, and just go, oh.
So I just have to be like
Flick
pulling
the
a bunch
lights
of
on it.
strings and flipping a bunch of switches while watching a movie.
All you need is like electric bull, so that way you can rock around a lot.
Sibian.
Yeah, and an electric bull with a Sibian saddle, and then you need somebody to pelt you in the back with like a broomstick.
A Sibian.
Yeah.
Someone that knows the movie well, so they know when to get you.
Yeah, one to get you in the back with the broomstick, and then you need
I've
the.
so wealthy live.
And then in the other hand, the person's got to have a spray bottle. That way they can miss you. And they-
I swear that was a skit in something, dude, where he's sitting in the theater and it's a 4D experience. The guy like slaps him and kisses him.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is that?
It was in movie 30.
Yeah,
43.
43. There, yeah.
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's movie 43.
Yep.
Huh.
They thought of it before it was a thing.
Yep.
I feel like it goes further back though. I feel like there was a one where it was like a king on a throne, and then they were trying to give him an experience,
Oh, that sounds familiar too.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably like Robin Hood or something.
Probably
It's
something like that. Yeah.
It's something everyone's always wanted. But
supposedly, that's how movies used to be back in the day, because they had like 3D crazy movies like House on Haunted Hill. My aunt would talk about like how they'd have like a skeleton fly down, the seats would be connected to like electricity, so they'd shock your ass.
Oh,
So they were a little more vicious back in the day.
Until people start having heart attacks.
Yeah.
it really is.
Yeah.
No, I think rich people could probably just get straight up the chair from the theater and just like experience it like a ride, whatever movie they want.
Well, they could probably just be in the movie.
Yeah, but is that as fun as experiencing the watching it?
Well, so you want to see, you want like the Twisters experience, like it's like you could buy the Blu-ray, but then you could buy like the 4DX Blu-ray that has like special instructions to be sent to the things in your environment to give you the experience at home, and it sounds like elaborate, but it doesn't sound unreasonable.
People go Google caca over that, dude. People go nuts to get that at home. I think.
This should just
That's
be
what she said.
future basement movie room goals.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can everyone pitch in?
You can come over.
Okay, so Longlegs. What's the name for that one?
Long legs.
Long dong.
Yeah, long dong silver.
I can be taken out of this job, man. Everyone else is firing off.
Everybody else is on the ball.
I have some fun facts that I was telling Alex yesterday that I was like, I wish they would have just put this in the movie. It would have made the movie make
Spoiler
sense.
warning. Yeah.
Spoiler. Sorry, spoiler. Spoiler. You're not missing anything. Spoiler. the guy who made the film, his dad was actually the
Oh yeah,
the
from
guy
Psycho.
from Psycho, and
Yep.
his mom died in 9/11. I didn't know that. But she was something else too. I don't know what she was. It was supposed to be, again, I don't think I even told you this. It was supposed to be like a reflection of his broken home, like how his family treated like a kid, like not really giving them any information about anything. There's a whole bunch of stuff. Like the villain was supposed to be like this rock star guy, was a rock star. They got
That's
all
why he
this
sings
plastic
all the
surgery. They got all this stuff. They didn't explain that. But
Yeah.
that was the character's backstory.
Yeah, it was like he's just David Lee Roth.
That he's like taken over by the devil. The devil scooped him up out of a normal life and a normal relative, a normal life, and made him do all this stuff also. And I don't know if you want to explain.
If anyone's listening to this and is like, they don't care about the spoiler, just want to understand the plot of the movie.
Really,
It's a Nicolas Cage movie.
he produced it.
I guess it's a horror thriller.
Unfortunately,
And yeah, it's just supposed to be like, is it something supernatural? Is it just like there's a serial killer on the loose killing people born on the 14th of months?
Yep.
Yeah.
Birthday parties. And,
We're 6 days within.
No, you have to be born on the 14th, but you get killed 6
6
days
days before or after.
yeah, it's like I need a man.
Yeah.
I missed it by a day. But literally a day, spot on. But I don't know if you want to explain some of the other ones.
Well, the other stuff they talked about, basically they said that the doll that was connected to the main character was, because that doll was alive the whole time, that she was still having like readings from like the devil. So that's why when
her
she
psychic stuff was really just the devil over her shoulder telling her that what things
This
to
is
go
to look for.
Yeah.
Whatnot.
They also said the camera shots where it was behind the people was the devil sitting there
Oh wow.
going, "How's this been?" Like whispering. It was supposed to be a representation of the devil whispering in their ear. So the whole thing was that like the devil wanted the whole thing to start. So like he like connected her to the case because he wanted this whole thing to start to play out. That at the very end, you realize that the mom was possessed. The mom was not, because the mom said, "Don't call me that." By when the daughter said her name, she said, "Don't call me that," and it was like not in her voice. They asked, well, what happened to the kid, because the kid's doll was never destroyed at the end. He goes, "Not my problem." He was like, that sounds like a different,
If they bring it back for like a sequel kind of thing.
Yeah, he goes, that's not, it's not my problem kind of thing. A lot of it was the cuckoo, when he went cuckoo. That was because cuckoo birds, they lay their eggs
and
in
they push
nests.
other birds.
They
stuff
push
out
all the
or
other
something.
birds out,
Yeah.
and they will be fed instead of the other birds. So they said it's like the devil.
Meaning lost.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I
None
wish
of this
you
is in the
would've just
movie.
explain that, because this is how they interviewed the guy
Yeah.
who directed it.
The movie that would have been so much better if it had commentary the first time around.
And the
This
guy,
is what we're doing.
This
here.
is the movie that needs spoilers.
it's like a little context would have been nice. I go, this would have been a really good movie if you would have, but you lost me. You lost me.
Dang.
It should have been when they were interviewing Nicolas Cage. He should have been goofy, and they got really serious during that interview.
He got a little
so
serious.
no, but I mean, he needed to be more, and the interview needed to be longer, because the interview needed to explain a little bit more.
Minutes, right?
Yeah.
But it needed to be less of like his craziness and more of like you
More
know,
context?
more
Well,
like
yeah, because he explained
Hannibal
nothing.
Lecter.
Yeah, he didn't explain anything.
It's like more of like Hannibal Lecter. You needed like that.
They should have had some like cuckoo birds at the beginning instead of just the snakes. Then pushing out like
Yeah, that would have made more sense.
That would have, yeah.
And on the commentary track, maybe pop-up video.
Whoa!
Pop-up video.
video.
It's like, this is okay. Oh, no.
The video is great.
Yeah.
The music was apparently really cool. I didn't notice this. They played music backwards. So the people who
And there's hidden
messages.
messages.
and
yeah.
it has hidden messages giving like give us a good
High
score
rating on Rotten Tomatoes. yeah.
And they said that I didn't notice because
What's the rating on
I
Rotten
have
Tomatoes?
Oh, that's a good.
I think it's
I-
pretty high.
Whoa!
I didn't notice because I have slight dyslexia, so I wasn't sure. I was like, I'm not gonna pretend like this might be a thing. The credits were going backwards.
Yes,
Yeah.
I said that
I
when was going.
didn't
was like,
notice that.
Oh, these credits are going
The
backwards.
credits were going backwards, and that like showed off that like he was trying to go for that like during that rock and roll age. It was supposed to be
People
that
were
devil
hiding messages,
the
even in,
devil
like Led
is in
Zeppelin and
everything
stuff.
kind of thing. But I feel like there definitely needed to be more context for this movie to make sense.
That's pretty good.
Oh, so it worked on the critics, but not the audience.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Just for the record,
It's
the
like hit or miss for the.
critic score is 86 and the audience score is
61. Yeah.
So I'll say I enjoyed the movie. I didn't think it was like an amazing movie. I thought it was like a fun movie.
It
But
was
also,
a thriller.
It made me
Yeah.
think of like how you guys describe Twin Peaks.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
it was just,
It is
like,
that.
If,
If
you
you
want
walk-
to be like version of Silence of the Lambs with like a psychological paranormal
I feel like Twin Peaks has like like it is very campy. If you watch Twin Peaks, go in with this is going to be very silly and campy. But there is a plot, like a very solid plot in Twin Peaks that you're like, okay, I get the plot of this.
because I
You
like
made a new one.
I like
Don't
the
look at the new
thriller
one. The new
detective
one was
stuff.
the
in
original
it.
one.
I like that aspect of it.
Yeah.
And I thought it was really cool up until like they shot the orb thing
Agreed.
and dust came out of her actual head and
Yeah.
the orb. Then I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yep.
But
Agreed.
I think that's what they were going for too, right?
Yeah. They
were trying to say
wanted
she
it
was
to be
free.
like that.
So, but what was funny too is there was a very beginning of the movie. Rachel was like, "Oh, this is Twin Peaks all over again."
Whoa!
I remember saying
Wow.
that.
This reminds
That's
me
so
of
funny.
Twin Peaks.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen
No,
Twin Peaks,
because-
even I was like, I feel like this is Twin Peaks.
No, because it was the shots of like the house really slow, the roof, and I went, no, they're not gonna stare at something for 20 minutes.
Oh, thank God it wasn't
Get
20
up-
minutes. I would have
I'll
loved.
get up and leave like the new Twin Peaks of like staring at the box for like an hour.
Which some of you noticed people did walk out and leave during
I
it.
did.
Yeah.
People
Yeah.
did get up and leave.
Now,
I was like,
why? What do you think the reason for that was? I couldn't piece together. I mean, was it?
Maybe it was
Were we laughing too hard?
Nicholas.
They're like, we'll watch it another time. These assholes are laughing the whole movie.
Maybe Nicolas Cage. Some of the parts where I was like, too bad that good for him that he gave in money, but too bad that he was producing it because I feel like a lot of stuff could have been different and maybe he was held back from doing a lot of stuff he wanted to do because of Nicolas Cage was like putting in money for this movie. I don't know. I in the long legs they explain why they named it that because there's no long legs in the movie. They said that it was just a creepy name and they liked the sound of like feeling like you're creeped out by daddy long legs and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But I went, "Alright, cool.
Yeah, everything else has like super significant meaning, and then
Except the
like
name of the movie.
fucking movie. It's just, I don't fucking know.
on his long legs today.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, you just added that.
I thought, yeah, I was starting to read into it. I was like, like it's like that was like a Peter Pan syndrome. It's like he wants to hang out with a kid, but unfortunately he's wearing his long legs, so he looks like a grown man. There was something unsettling like that, but it like didn't
No.
come
Yeah.
together.
Oh wow, that's
called
deep.
Cuckoo.
Should have been called Cuckoo. That would
Yeah,
have
it should've been
made
called
more
Cuckoo.
sense.
But I thought the movie was really nicely shot. It's not
Yes,
as
yeah,
nice
very.
cinematography.
I think that saved the movie.
agree.
To be honest
And
with me.
I think that they did not give a crap when her partner cop got shot. It's just like, this should be like the biggest FBI investigation.
Yeah.
And the fact that they're just like,
What
happened?
Yeah.
and I was like, it kind of took me out for the rest of the movie. I was just like, okay, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
It was shock value. That's all it was.
Yeah.
It was like a quick jump at the start of the
It was,
movie.
like, it was like their FBI. It was like Mulder and Scully investigating something paranormal, and Mulder got shot in the head and killed. They're like,
Well, let's
oh.
move on.
the people to the left of me were scared of the movie, and I don't know if they're just like
Oh.
squeamish of like movies in general. But when we were laughing, they were like, "Oh, that's a good sign." But then, yeah, during the movie, they were like, "Oh," and like he was like he's like holding the girl. He's like, "Oh," I was like, I don't, I'm like, I don't feel this at all.
I feel like there was good shots. There was good. The suspense was there for something to happen.
Especially the first half. I thought,
Yeah,
I thought
Yes.
the first half, which I don't love jump scares. I had a few jump scares, and at least one of them got me.
It's okay. I
And
don't
the
like
second
Disney.
half of the movie, I thought they just kind of like, eh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's when all the supernatural crap came up.
I think it would have been a really good, like, true. I feel So let me just say, the True Detective show, that's literally what I was going to say, is kind of shot the same way. And I was like, they really could have gone the same way with that they did. It is literally shot like same way. And that show's really good.
Yeah.
And same suspense.
Sounds like I should watch that.
All that stuff. It is. Watch the first season. The second season isn't that great.
Oh,
and
no.
The third season's really good.
The third season is the new one. That's
Yes.
With the ladies.
With the ladies. The first season is my favorite with Matthew McConaughey and his now apparently brother. What is that guy?
Which guy?
Sorry, the first season.
Yeah, it was Matthew McConaughey and who?
Woody Harrelson.
Apparently they're related.
Yeah,
Did you know that?
was good.
That they found out that they're related.
saw
They're
that?
brothers.
But yeah,
They're
back
half
when it was
brothers.
on a long time ago.
It was very good. I watched it twice.
Yeah.
Because I was like, did I watch this? And then I watched it again. I was like, oh, I watched this, but I'll continue. It's nuts.
Yeah.
But apparently
I'd say
they're
that was
brothers.
like Silence of the Lambs.
Huh.
Apparently they're genetically
That's what I
brothers.
wrote
They're
down.
half brothers. And I went, look at them. Like, how could you not tell that they're related to each other? But it was very good. I didn't watch the third one. My dad said the third one was better than second season. You go skip
Seems
over
to be the
second
consensus. But yeah, the first season apparently was so strong. That's why they're like, well, we could keep making this show and keep trying to recapture the magic as many times as it takes. But it sounds like the third season is good.
I heard. But if they did it like that, and like they had that filming, they had that same darkness to it. If they continued like that,
So when the mom was explaining how she did all the murders, it felt like the Mysterio scene from Far From Home for me because
My God.
they
that one with
kept showing it over and over again, and she's like, and then she killed the families. I'm like, I know, I fucking know.
and then she congratulated everybody for a half hour.
do you remember that?
It was like what they were doing to her because they're like, and she did it, and she did it, and she did it. I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Do you remember the scene where like they're staring? It looks like you're the perspective of the doll looking at
Yes,
the dad
yeah.
kill. You know that was the mom, not the doll.
Oh, that
The
makes
mom
sense.
sat there and waited for it to happen, and then she could leave. So she had to wait for everything to be done, and then was able.
Yeah,
to
and then they
leave.
showed her in the car, being like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
literally. That was that. So she was there.
Oh, I thought it was a doll. Wow.
But your house was the brightest way.
and that it was so funny, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to the kitchen,
Yeah.
and I'm coming back.
I'll
But
be
you're
back.
not.
I'll
Yeah,
still be
you're,
in the kitchen.
you're not. I was like, dude, it's like,
That was great.
you fucking kidding?
Oh my god.
It was so silly.
Ridiculous.
Didn't we just say we were going to
That-
go do that?
yeah.
Like shit, okay.
No,
Kurt
I
Voss
was.
was so funny.
He was a good character.
Yeah,
He was
awesome.
good. But I was so confused why she waited so long to do anything.
I know.
I was like, you just gonna let the guy kill his wife?
Yeah,
Like,
apparently.
What the hell?
She should have followed him to the kitchen. And
I know.
shot
Yeah.
him, but-
I-
or at least in the arm.
No.
So that way he can't move his arm.
Wait for him to come back to be like, ah!
Yeah.
And I would have shot that doll immediately.
I would have shot the mom
I
immediately.
would have like, pop, pop, pop. Everybody.
Yeah.
The kid.
Shot the, if she shot the doll, that probably would have stopped the whole thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Yeah.
I think it was that she was waiting in that moment where she called her mom's name to not do anything, and the mom spoke in a different voice. That's where she's like, my mom's gone. All right, I can kill my mom now.
Yeah, but
Kinda like,
even
my
that
mom's
she
not
waited.
Yeah,
there.
she waited too
Like,
long.
my mom's not physically there anymore.
I think she just wasn't a fan of
No.
that man.
Of the wife.
Oh,
It's like she
Yeah.
made me go up into that girl's bedroom. I really didn't want to go there. I didn't want to come to this birthday.
also, the birthday party. They mentioned the birthday party. Where was the people?
The almost
Yeah.
birthday girl.
Yeah, with a
not
birthday
very
party with no
popular.
people.
No.
Yeah.
And
Well,
friends.
maybe she's just not very popular at school.
Happy birthday.
The Ralph Wiggum of friends.
They were supposed to be that end nod where he blew a kiss to
Oh,
the
yeah.
crowd. They said that was the devil going, I won. And then that was it. That was at the end.
I
was
get that, but if
You
the
gotta
devil
say
set
it.
off everything into motion,
Yeah.
and he's the one that's like controlled it, so she could do all this stuff and see what she would do, then why the fuck did he just not do that and kill more families? Wouldn't that like a bigger dub for the devil than to have someone break down his shit?
They said like the devil just didn't care. Like that was his thing. Like he caused.
What a loser! What is it?
Am I right?
Yeah. He's basically like the Queen of Bridgerton, where he just likes drama and likes to see things happen.
He just doesn't like. He was like, I won. Like
Ugh.
the way Either way, regardless of what you did, I killed all these people. I won.
No, his real goal was to have the girl kill her mom.
That was his real central goal.
But that's
was
so
the mom was
stupid.
gonna die, and like either way because the mom stopped the guy from taking the daughter. That either way he was gonna get somebody. So all that stuff happening had to led to him getting somebody.
But that's the equivalent of every Batman villain shooting their henchmen. It's like, that's the guy that works for you.
Yeah.
Also, they said
your problem?
all of the people that they killed. The line that he said that they were all given a choice.
Yeah.
And they didn't. So all of them were given a choice to help out, and they all those families said
Refused.
no, and that's why they all got everybody got killed. It's because they said no, except for her mom. Her mom said yes.
Her psycho mom.
Her mom said yes, I'll do it for my kid. Apparently, but
That way she could grow up.
Yeah.
and then I will make her kill me.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of stuff where I'm like, put some context.
Get back downstairs.
Why?
To show your coin.
Mommy? Mommy?
She go upstairs.
She went up to
Well, that doesn't help.
She's like, my boy needs me.
My boy.
My spot.
That was your spot.
Actually, it's been my spot since before you were born.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm not born.
You're not born? What?
that's deep.
That is so get out of my chair.
Whoa.
Oh, okay. You tell me to get out of my chair.
Yeah. So you're saying his shit.
No, you just told me to get out of my
You
chair.
got a podcast?
And then he's not born.
He came out of the bathroom with his underwear. She went,
Oh, no.
I taught him that word.
So I told him, I said, okay, put it in my hand for let's go get you clean underwear. Then he found clean underwear in the bathroom. He goes, I didn't shark these ones.
Not yet.
But he will. But he will.
Never trust a fart, AJ.
No.
That's my mistake.
I gotta close that door.
Why,
Why don't you let me do it?
Tony, sit down.
I was trying to be helpful. I don't know. There you go.
Oh.
Remember where you were?
Yeah. I just feel like if they put more effort into explaining the story, it would have been better. I think the film was there.
Mm-hmm.
Cinematography was there.
You've
the
proven that to
feeling
me.
was there. I said the feeling was there. All he had to do was provide the execution.
Or unless something was lost in the edit, perhaps.
Probably. I think
Blumhouse doesn't strike me as super controlling, like
what Nicolas Cage does. I go, but Nicolas Cage putting the money into it probably does. I wonder.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like they took away from his character.
They did. He actually, I think he does. Did he design the character? Do you remember?
I have no idea.
He had some ideas for the character, which is
The allure of the trailer made me think he was gonna look like I didn't know anything about the movie. I guess I just saw a trailer of this is the actress's heart racing about to meet him. I thought he was gonna look like some kind of demonic bird. I don't know. I thought he was just gonna look like.
So it's gonna be a spider.
Oh yeah, and a spider in a web and be like,
Like,
some pig.
or like the conductor of the haunted tree.
They just do
good pig.
yeah.
This pig is good.
I would have shit my pants in the movie.
That
was so awesome.
If there is a movie about spiders, just specifically a horror movie about spiders, game over.
What about arachnophobia?
You're right.
Eight-legged freaks.
Yeah,
Eight-legged
that one.
freaks, yeah.
Nobody talks about that one. Besides us just now. 20 years later.
I've literally never seen that movie. That makes sense.
It's okay. It might be better now that we're older, but I remember it just being okay.
Yeah.
But arachnophobia, now that's good.
Never seen it.
Yeah, it's
I still think Sinister is one of my favorite horror movies.
Oh,
The one
Sinister
with
was
the-
cool, yeah. Where
Sinister.
they find the
It's
films
rated
in
one
the
of
house
best
and
in the
everything.
house.
Yeah.
Where, remember the films in the attic?
Yeah, and that's also causes the families to kill themselves, so it's a murder-suicide movie, but it's paranormal before Long Legs. Spoiler
I
alert.
don't know if
that
I've
was
seen
the-
that.
Oh, they're good. I
Wasn't
remember
that
both
wasn't
of
that
them.
the one? Was that the
That was
one
the
with
one that was rated one of the top horror movies.
Whoa, really?
Yeah,
What?
one
Who's
of
the main character in that?
Ethan
Ethan
Hawke.
The guy, remember, he would sit there and he'd be the family. I would just remember the mower.
I think you showed me that movie.
I did show you that
Yeah.
movie. It's my favorite. Why would I not?
There was both of them.
They were
were
pretty-
pretty solid.
I really loved the first. The first.
The
one
first
was
one
rated,
was neat.
The
Yeah.
first one with the execution, everything was very good. Like I wouldn't, like everything was very good in that movie. There was no complaints, which is hard for a horror movie.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I think for this movie, I would have got rid of all the supernatural crap, left it as a detective.
Detective.
movie.
That would have been cool.
Yeah,
That would have been awesome.
that would have been good.
I still had a fun ride with that.
Me
I liked
too.
it.
I also
I
enjoyed
liked
it.
it.
But I do agree that I kind of wish that they got rid of like the devil appearing in the background.
Yeah.
That sometimes it's like, okay, all right, sure.
You didn't even show me that. All right. I
It's
feel
like,
like it was a fun romp. I just
Yeah, exactly.
feel like what threw me out of the movie was the funny stuff with
I
Nicolas
love the
Cage.
funny stuff.
But that was
It
really
so
funny.
I go, but
Yes.
that threw me out of like.
Yeah. Well, I think even that would have been fine if it was just like still a detective movie and not like but like because him killing himself there would have still been neat, and then just take away the orbs in the head that
Yeah.
like didn't really make
The
sense.
spark
And
gas.
keep
Yeah,
the
the
mom,
podcast.
keep the mom being like the other accomplice.
Yeah.
That would have made more sense.
Could have kept that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once it started doing the days thing or the titles of the stuff, I was like, oh, is this another Sisu?
Oh man.
You know, when they
So
when they
disappointing.
found the dolls, I thought it was gonna be something even more unsettling. I thought he put like the bodies of the kids in the dolls. That's what I thought.
that
it was
would've
gonna
been
the doll
crazy.
blinked and they never came back to that.
Yeah, no, they didn't.
Why did it open its eyes? I
Yeah,
think?
and then
Oh, well, I mean, I guess that one was the one connected to that girl in that insane
no other
asylum.
doll did that.
Yeah.
That one had high devil potency.
I thought the one at the end when she was like trying to shoot it, that was gonna blink or something too, like come back to the
Comes
blinking.
alive and it's like, I will finish the job.
Dead or alive, creep, you're coming with me.
Climactic. Yeah,
And they never.
That would've been
talked
sick.
about How he was like able to be in her house. Remember when
In the basement?
No.
Oh, what do you mean?
In the beginning when she goes outside and you see behind that he's just in her house.
He walked in when she walked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True. Okay.
Hey, Michael Jackson's his way to the backyard.
Yeah,
Do you
just
know
speed
that's
walks.
actually one of the
Inspirations?
for
Michael
his
Jackson?
face
Wow.
was for his face.
Whoa.
Botched surgery.
Botched surgeries.
Whoa.
And then he puts white powder on to cover up the botched surgeries that he got on his face. That was why you wore white makeup. I know.
I heard one of the other
I know.
inspirations was because of
there was a
Bob
few bands.
Dylan.
Yeah, there
Bob
was a few
Dylan wore
bands.
like white paint for a while on
Yeah.
his face.
Yep.
There was a few bands that inspired that villain to be like this is like the '80s version of this. It was. I mean, I wish they would have just said something about
I was
it.
expecting him to look creepier because of
Yeah.
that whole trailer with the heart beating. I was like,
Like,
oh, that's it?
As soon as they showed his face, I was like,
The
oh, all right.
itself,
Yeah, it's the same.
the movie itself was like they showed his face for like a frame and then they cut away.
Yeah,
They don't
yeah.
want you to see him too good. And then they just like, here's a scene with him and here's his face. And everyone was so underwhelmed.
Literally
Yeah.
to buy groceries.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's just like a convenience store. Like,
What?
Yeah. Oh, were we trying to hide him? Oh, I forgot. Fuck.
Florida's face.
What the hell was that scene too? Was that the little
Yeah.
girl, Dad, the freak is back?
that was funny.
Yeah, it was completely unrelated though to
Yeah.
anything that happened.
Just to show him.
Yeah.
Why?
Little
I just
angel.
realized if the mom knew that thing, the ball would free her, why did she actually shoot the doll?
I
If she
think-
was bad.
I think the guy had the doll in the basement. I think it was.
No, why did the mom shoot the ball?
No, because
it
that's
She
freed her
wanted
from
to
the
free
devil.
She wanted to free her?
girl, I guess.
But she was
Yeah.
possessed.
She wanted to free. I guess before she was fully possessed.
Ah, that's heckin' stupid.
That's weird. Yeah, you're right. That doesn't make any
More
sense.
sense
Yeah.
if they didn't shoot the doll, because then you could go the ending when it blanks out like that is just now she has to do everything that the devil says for her to do.
Yeah, instead of the daughter or whatnot.
Yeah.
Mm.
But
Yeah.
Oh, the whole ending was stupid.
well, it was. I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that end scene was super campy, and that
Yeah,
little
like-
girl just
making out with herself.
Hey, why do you like that so much? It's awful.
Also, it's a human.
It's got the
hair.
Benoit ball in it.
There was something about the dolls having human hair.
Yeah, the
Actual
dolls had human hair.
Yeah.
I forgot what that was for.
Oh,
It was
That's
like a voodoo
right.
doll.
Yeah,
But how did they use the
Yeah.
girl's hair if the girl's still alive and has her hair?
he's going to the barbershop and he's like hunting him down.
They said it was another person's hair.
Did I get some of
Then what's the point of that?
I'm a director.
I'm starting to feel like this writer did not care. Like, even with all this added context, it's not my problem about the ending, too, is like,
Yeah.
oh, you didn't care about this.
They were like, "What happened to little girl? Like we know you said this happened to the older girl, but what?" He goes, "Sounds like not my problem."
Yeah.
I feel like that happens every movie that we see. It's like you have the initial reaction, then you have like the oh wait, this doesn't make sense. Oh wait, this
The holes that get
Post-nut clarity.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. I can't wait to talk about Deadpool and Wolverine with you guys. Because I've had thoughts, but I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna say nothing.
We shall see.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go on to the next thing on our itinerary. I guess I forgot to mention it last time. I watched it on airplane like a month and a half ago, so it's really like blurry at this point. And I was also on Dramamine at the time, so it took me like 5.5, 6 hours to watch it. But I saw Godzilla X Kong.
Okay.
Oh,
the XXX tongue.
Yeah.
Oh.
The porn parody.
Oh.
Okay, good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you,
Remember
Matt.
that.
The porn
I
parody.
totally forgot about that.
Yeah. Godzilla XXX Kong, the porn parody is the full title.
Yep.
That's a long blood. That's a long title.
They're long monsters. Did anyone else see it?
No.
It is on Max now.
Is it
You
good?
gotta watch.
Is Baby Kong Diddy Kong?
Diddy Kong.
Diddy Kong,
Godzuki.
Godzuki.
Oh, Diddy Kong got Suki team up. Let's do that.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. What do you want from these movies?
Them to make out.
Better than the last one.
Yes, the last one. Who?
Good.
Which
I'm hearing extended CGI monster fights from everyone.
Fair enough.
I think it delivers, you know?
Oh, all right.
It continues to be what these movies are, but with that, like, I think decent exception of like, oh my god, the fight's like still going, like, so I think if that's what you want, yes.
if you walk into this after watching that like really serious
This one?
yeah, where you walk out like very like
After you watch this movie, you're gonna rename that movie to Minus Fun, you know?
Whoa.
Oh.
Does he look like a puppy in this one when he swims in the water?
Oh, I was like, Kong?
It just looks like a little baby. He's just swimming in the
it's like,
water.
I won't call me racist against Godzilla's, but they all kind of look alike to me.
Oh my god.
I'll see myself out.
I was fine with that. Didn't bother me.
My mom was a Godzilla.
Oh. Now I'm offended for him.
So sorry. I don't know. I think all those reptilians look alike.
Oh. You saw his heart breaking there?
You're half reptilian.
Yeah. I'll take it. I'll just take one on the chin. It's fine.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Turn the other scale.
Yeah.
Does this movie make you want more of Godzilla and Kong?
Or less.
Yeah.
Doesn't Kong have the glove? Answer those questions first. Answer the glove.
Yes, Godzilla. Yes, Kong has a glove. Is that it?
Did you want more or less?
Yeah, no.
Wait, did he have a glove?
It was the power
Guys,
glove.
shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Was there a glove?
Where's the power glove? Mine is one.
Yeah. And did he play NES with it?
And was it bad?
Yeah, there's a puppy.
I literally said, "Oh."
All right, let's talk about the next movie.
I guess he does.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think it's sort of like I feel like they're starting to figure it out. It's like if the Fast and Furious movies like leaned into like whatever the campier things are, be like, this is what the franchise, should be, because it's like the entertainment value. It's like, they've, I think, found like, they still, have to have humans, I guess, and you just have to deal with that. But they've like found, be like, let's change the balance now. Let's put the budget into the CGI monster fights, and I thought they looked overall good, and the sound effects were good, and I found it pretty entertaining. I thought that what happens with Kong? Kong has a mishap of sorts. Kong is basically just a gigantic human that can't talk.
Sounds about right.
What?
He looks like he's like 3 days from retirement. He's just over this shit, and he's just like,
Makes sense.
Can I just please chill with my homies? Like
I just want to chill with my son. Like, let me be with my son.
His little ape comes along. He's just like a little, like. He's gonna a future giant ape, but right now he's maybe like 6 foot, which is tiny, and he's just like a
huge
prick to him, and he just gives him a hard time because he's working for like this other like rival giant ape gang that wants to like take down him as the king or whatever.
Wait, how many giant apes are there?
Oh wait, this movie sounds bad. That sounds
intriguing. I think it sounds funny.
I didn't say the plot was good. I said there was long monster fights. And I was drugged at the time. It took me 5.5 hours to watch. Remember that part?
yeah.
But every time I came back to it, I was like, where was I?
Wow.
But
nice crap. Yeah.
Oh, so that's how you watch this movie with Dramamine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll remember that.
Pop,
you trying
On the plane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You watch it for the monster fights.
The
it's
plot.
not. Yeah, it's very Shakespearean, I think.
Oh, interesting.
Because when Kong was last there in that island, that Godzilla shot a laser beam through the entire Earth to get to.
Sure.
Yeah, there was that. That part broke my brain because they used those stupid ships and bounced backwards or whatever.
Like a big mirror and it bounced it back.
Yeah, what the? Like, I can't even explain it because it sounds too bad shit, but that's pretty much it. And that's the only way they were able to get into Kong World. And then Godzilla's like, I know how to get into Kong World.
Yeah.
He just, he fires his laser through the ground and it opens up Kong World. It's like, what was the point of those ships? Why didn't they just drill?
And the scene, I will get back to what I was saying. They did take the ships like 5 minutes of runtime to get to Kong World, and then Godzilla yells at the Earth for a long time and gets to it.
You could just
But
follow him.
When he was there, I didn't see any indication of any kind of like
Gang of
ape
apes?
gangs.
Oh, I thought that was kind of like in the trailer or something. Like there was a bunch of.
No, I mean like in the movie or the first one.
Oh yeah, no, that was only
There's
Kong
and
himself
skulls,
then-
like a whole bunch of dead things.
Yeah.
The idea was like, oh, he's king of that world,
Yeah.
and Godzilla's king of our world.
No, it's like T'Challa and M'Baku.
Oh,
It's or something.
Yeah.
Except I think M'Baku was a nicer guy, but it was all said and done. I'm sure you're asking, where is Godzilla throughout all this?
Mm-hmm.
And Godzilla is basically
Swimming in the water.
eating sushi.
Literally.
With a glove.
Does Godzilla have a glove? Does Godzilla have a glove?
Does his tail have a glove?
I want his tail to have a glove. That'd be so awesome.
They're gonna make the glove versus glove movie. Later.
No glove, no love.
I already got the parody.
There you go. Perfect.
Working for the future. What's the name of the
I'd like it if Godzilla just had a dental dam instead of Kong having a glove. It's like a mouth glove.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
It blocks all his laser beams.
No, it's semi-permeable.
What the hell is happening?
It's his laser beam condom.
Yeah. The laser comes out, but nothing goes in.
I'm so interested in what you were about to say.
We went off the rails.
I was going to compare him to who's the Australian actor who's always looking for a
Russell
fight.
Crowe.
Yeah, he's got like this like looking for other monster. He has like a radar built into him where he could sense other monsters that he needs to go just fight.
Huh.
Godzilla's Russell Crowe and has a monster radar?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This movie's sounding better and better already.
And
Hey, Fred.
and then listen, I watched that entire Monarch show, so this is like glorious compared to that, mainly because of budget, I guess.
Makes sense.
But Monarch's tracking Godzilla, and they were like, "Oh my God, Godzilla! You know, he's targeting something." It's like, good thing Godzilla knows what he's looking for, because they're just like, we could watch this giant monster move,
And he's like tracking GPS. Like, what?
He reroutes.
He's on
been here 3
Waze.
times now.
He's like, oh no, construction.
Oh, the police. Let me slow down.
And there's like, thank God, because they always try to make Godzilla seem like he's like kind of a good guy.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, he's fighting the monsters and defending people, but like he's like throwing other monsters through buildings. I'm like, I think he's definitely killing people. And they're like, thank God for Godzilla. That's why they call him God. You know? I don't know.
You would think King Kong would be for the people and Godzilla would be the opponent.
Yeah,
I saw the other movie. I beg to differ that he's for us. He caused like another like Hiroshima. I'm confused.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I gotta watch this.
So I think you
After report to Alex.
I think you should watch it completely unmedicated. I think you should pay close attention to the plot and let me know what actually happens during the movie.
I don't know if I can.
Yeah, that sounds kind of rough.
Like watching it blasted. Is
Let's do that then.
Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, in terms of like newer releases, the show's still ongoing, airing, but you watched more of Kite Man.
Yes, we did.
What's the poor parody name?
Oh,
You can kite my man,
oh man. White man.
white man.
Because he shoots it out of his wiener.
Okay, I was getting a little close to racism.
Kite my man.
Kaiman.
Kaiman. Oh. That was pretty good. So far, the season has been really good. This episode is, again, very good. It includes more characters. I don't want to spoil it because I know Kyle's watching it. I know everybody else is watching it. I really liked it, and it works.
Yeah, no, I think it still has the same like fun of what you would expect from a Harley Quinn type of show, but I think Kite Man is more of a good guy than like Harley Quinn is, because like even when he's trying to be bad, he's like not really bad.
That one scene at the end where he just lets loose. It's filmed just so somebody films him letting loose on somebody, like a child. He lets loose on a child and just goes.
Oh my God.
You don't have the context of it.
There's
Yeah.
more context, but like he just lets loose and somebody films it on like live, and he goes, It's not that bad, right? It's horrible."
And everyone at the bar's
He's
like,
I won't hit this kid because they're just a kid. I'm not gonna beat this kid up. Everybody's like, just beat this kid up, like just beat him up. And he's like, I won't do it, and something makes
Look,
him.
there's a
snap.
reason for it, but
There's a reason without saying. I don't know if you care about spoilers.
I
love
want to watch the
spoilers.
show.
I'm down. I feel like
Okay.
Hype me.
All right. So the main plot of this episode is that they have a bar, obviously. Another huge franchise bar moves across the street, and it's run by it's a villain. It's called Villainous, and it has like the waiters dressed up like Batman villains.
Oh, that's cool.
And even Bane gets that's one of my favorite parts. Bane gets jealous that the Bane doesn't look like him,
Oh
so
my
he works for free as a waiter, getting pushed around by all these people to wait tables, which is another fun plot. But then pretty much the whole plot is they want to move in together, but she's afraid.
Kite Man and Golden Glider.
Golden Glider can't control her powers, so her powers is when she becomes emotional, she just kills everybody.
Damn.
Like just straight up, like these like ribbon things that are gold come out and like cut people and kill people and whatever. She's afraid, so they go to the spa. Her, Malice, and Fable
Yeah.
all go to the spa because Fable keeps stealing people's bodies. Because now she's just a head from the Harley Quinn show. She's just a head. So she keeps stealing bodies, depending on if she wants like curves or whatever. If she wants to eat some, she'll steal them. But they're at the spa and they get attacked, and they have to kill all these people. Back to the main plot. The main plot is that he meets up with who owns the bar, and who owns the bar is Baby Doll. Owns the bar, so it's a little kid. And
she's not a little kid.
Yes, yeah.
she's an adult, but she looks like a little kid.
She's like orphan.
Well, she's like that little actress. What was it's making fun of the actress that was always
Shirley Temple?
Yes. But she's like a forever Shirley
Yeah,
Temple.
she can't
She's
grow,
like
so
40
she's an
something.
adult
Yeah.
in a little kid's
But she never
body.
aged out of like the Shirley Temple body.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she runs the bar, and she keeps talking shit to him, and they're like, "Why don't you just punch her in the face and beat her up?" Well, I don't. He goes, "I'm not gonna hit a little kid, a girl. Nonetheless, it's a girl, little girl. I'm not gonna beat her up." They're like, "Whatever," and then, they each think that each other dies at the end, and KITE MAN breaks. He breaks as a human being and starts. And just blood coming out, like
my God.
beating her up on the ground, and it's filmed. And I forgot what she goes into her other form where she can't control it, and she literally kills everyone except like obviously the main characters. Kills everybody in that spa, like just blood everywhere,
Oh my
like
God.
just dead. And then they find out they're not dead, and then they move in together.
Yeah.
But the whole plot is really cool. I think Bane being like one of the main characters in it, like he was in the Harley.
He was so good.
Yeah.
He's just really takes the cake and makes the show really good because Bane is just trying his best. He got kicked out of the League of Villains,
Yeah.
The Legion of Doom. Yeah.
the Legion of Doom, and
No, he quit.
No, he quit because they said they would hire him
At the bar.
but Malice showed up, and they decided to hire her because she's what's his face's daughter, right?
Oh no! Well, she works for Darkseid.
She works for Darkseid. So Darkseid shows up in the second episode. She no, I think that was her uncle or something like that.
I don't think it was his real daughter. I think it was like, you know how Darkseid takes people in.
Yeah.
Like that
It's
kind
like
of
his adopted daughter.
Yeah.
I forgot what her power is.
But she's got like the witchy powers.
Yeah, like everybody likes her. She's really popular. But that was so far so good. So far it's funny, relevant, really good, really funny, very comic relief.
Mm-hmm.
It's if you watch the first episode, which you did, it's continuously like that good. Good, it's pretty good. I like it. And Golden Glider is pretty cool.
I want to see more of like the superheroes. I don't think we've seen any superheroes yet.
We've seen Lex. We've seen super villains.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like in the Harley Quinn show, you got a lot of Batman and like.
We've seen Batman, the girl.
Spoiler.
Spoiler, yeah, but that was just the
For
first
the first
episode so
episode.
far. Yeah.
But we've seen her, and that's everybody else. We've seen Polka Dot Man. We've seen who else? So we've seen Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, Baby Doll, Bane, obviously.
Yeah. Well, a lot of the villains, yeah, Darkseid and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And whole Legion of Doom. You see it.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, we've seen Tigress. He's there. Yeah, that's cool.
Grace. Has anyone else watched the season of The Boys?
We're on episode 2.
Episode 2, yeah. We're all in episode 2.
Yeah.
Oh, you're watching it together?
No.
Just Sarah.
You're just answering everything in unison.
Yes.
Okay. The season ended, so
Okay, so now we
I
can
can wait till you guys finish before we talk
So
about it.
now
I
it's
guess.
ended. We can binge. That's why I said with House of Dragon, I said I'm waiting till the show ends and then binging because
God, you didn't get blood clots sitting there
Really?
that long.
really, we honestly will. I think because we got up to see episode 3. I
I
think.
think that's where we are on.
Oh my god.
Oh, yes.
we
still
too
have
are on
some
episode
catch-up.
3.
Yeah.
We got up to the dragon dies. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
There was a crazy war at the beginning
Yes,
that they
yes,
didn't
yes.
show anything
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
besides the people being non-alive.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, cool. Would have been a great fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, cool.
Love that.
Love it.
Love it.
They're like, we don't have the budget for that. We spend it all on the Drake.
Yeah, what do you
Yeah,
think? This is Game of Thrones? Showing that fight? Pfft, loser.
I don't like to see fights. I just
No.
like to see boobs.
They just like to see the aftermath of the fight.
Yeah,
That's it.
apparently.
I don't even think we've seen that many boobs, right?
No.
No, only at when they showed
Didn't they
the
show the guys wang?
yeah they showed
Yeah,
when they showed Wang
Yeah.
and they showed the girl sucking fake Wang,
Yes.
Yeah.
really fake Wang.
Yeah.
Did they show the wang she was sucking on?
Oh
Yeah.
super fake.
As she was
wang.
sucking it?
Oh
yeah,
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 They were in a brothel.
yeah.
They were in like
And they just open a curtain and she's just like,
Yeah.
Yep.
and they look for a little bit and they're like, okay, let's go.
Yeah.
as one would go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got my fix.
They're trying to figure out. It's like, is that fake Wang?
Yeah.
We've seen butt. We've seen butt.
Yeah.
We've seen scrawny.
We've seen more dick than boob, I think.
Yes,
Yep.
we have.
Which is rude, but
So we'll talk about those seasons as they keep airing, or as we finish The Boys.
The boy.
The difference is you guys saw Gen V and you two have not.
We saw one
Yeah,
episode
we
of Gen V.
seen one episode of Gen V.
We should have made it 2.
Yeah.
That we would have had to see too. Because apparently we're watching.
We're in sync.
Does that say something about like each season though, that we're like, okay, we could like wait to watch more?
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I haven't thought about that.
Just
That's a good
because
point.
we haven't had all of the people, all the players together
Yeah.
to watch all the stuff.
But I'm just
we
gonna
watch.
tonight we're just watching.
All right.
Don't show up. It's your problem.
Dang.
It's your own fault. Okay, so I'm scared to dive into this, but you guys wanted to talk about the Splitiverse?
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
More parody
binged
version.
What? Part of the Splitterverse? What's that?
Splitter.
Unbreakable,
Oh.
Split, and Glass.
Undickable
Okay.
Yeah.
Splitter.
Oh my god.
ass.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Ass. Glass.
Ass.
I like that.
I would say we watched through all of them from last Sunday. I think it was Sunday or Monday.
Sunday.
The Sunday or
dang,
Monday.
You watched
to
all of them?
All of
Yeah,
them.
all three.
All three.
There's only three. It's not that
Yeah.
many.
I actually,
Is it
There's
Unbreakable?
one, the
Like
first-
3 hours long?
yeah.
Unbreakable feels long.
Yeah. Unbreakable feels like you're like claws on the board, but you kind of need the context of it for the third
Yeah.
one.
So Unbreakable is like a movie that's been around for a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
I had no clue that this was like. Did they know at the time that this is going to have sequel or
I don't think
or
so.
the order of which it's going to be part of a trilogy?
You don't even
think
know
so.
that it's connected to the very, very end
End
of
of
the
Split,
second one.
yeah.
Like the very end.
Wow.
So I'll explain.
So that was the twist of the movie?
Yes. Yes.
Or was there another twist of the movie?
No, that
There's
was the
another
twist
twist,
of the
right?
movie. Wait,
Okay, go
I
ahead.
mean, go. So Unbreakable. What did I call him the whole time I was making fun of him?
The Unbreakable Man. You were
The
gonna say.
Unbreakable Man. Look at this Unbreakable Man being unbreakable, but water.
Yeah, but then you were calling Samuel Jackson the Breakable Man.
Yeah.
That's
Unbreakable
funny.
Man.
Most breakable.
The
That
whole
is
time
funny.
we were watching. So the whole thing is that Unbreakable. If whoever hasn't seen it,
Mr. Willis.
he is on. There is a character that has this real, actual disease where his bones break really easily, and he can't do anything without like anything in his body breaking.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
And he finds this guy who he was like, well, he did his research and was like, if I'm breakable, the breakable man, if I'm the breakable man, there must be an unbreakable man on the other spectrum of everything. Like there must be. So he finds.
I like this. This feels like drunk history.
So there's this big train crash where everyone dies except him. Everyone dies
Unbreakable or
except him.
Breakable Man.
The unbreakable.
Unbreakable.
Man.
Oh, that makes that
He-
fits.
where everybody
The math.
everybody dies except him. And he's not even a scratch on his body, and they're like, "Are you sure? Like you're okay? Like everybody else is dead, and the one other guy who's alive is in a coma and he's gonna die like within a couple hours." So he's like, "Oh, I don't know, good sheer luck, blah blah." He goes through this long "woe is me" thing for like 3 hours, and then Samuel L. Jackson meets him, convinces him, and then he can now bump into people and see what they've done.
Well, yeah, I forgot that was
He's
a
always
part.
had it.
I
yeah.
also
Yeah.
forgot about
Yeah.
that.
It was.
It was like an intuition thing,
happening
yeah.
It's an
then.
intuition, and he's also unbreakable. He can
Completely
lift
neglected
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
strong amount
That
of things. He's a
brain
superhero.
blasted me.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
That's pretty much the whole plot of the movie. to
He
be
never
honest.
shook anybody's hands before, and then he
Howie
never,
Mandel.
Yes.
He's never been sick before, and then he's coming to realization, wow, I've never been sick. I did get hurt, but later you find out he wasn't actually hurt.
But then he
It
had a
was-
kid, right? Why did
he has
he
a
have
kid.
like that kind of like vision when he was having intercourse?
Or that he would have a kid?
Oh no, like of whatever she did in her life.
The
or whatever.
ultimate pullout method.
Yeah.
Like,
But the kid-
all right,
the
I
kid-
see a kid. Let me get out of it.
The kid kind of encourages him. The kid kind of encourages him that he is a superhero. Like, don't. He actually pulled out a gun at one point, which I thought I was like, "What the hell is this thing?"
Yeah.
Pulls out a gun. He's just holding a gun, like gonna shoot his dad. His mom's like, "Put the gun down." The little kid's like, anyways, that was the most exciting scene out of all of it. Oh, the ending though. I would say I do give the ending
was cool,
where I
yeah.
was like, oh my God, where you
Unbreakable?
find out
Yeah.
all of these catastrophes happen, counting the train crash, because of Mr. Glass. He set it all up so he could find him, but he killed
So many people. Yeah.
he killed like thousands of people. There was a train,
that was
a
on
building
fire,
on
yeah.
fire where he trapped everybody in there. He was a mastermind for all of it.
Isn't
so
Bruce
he's
Willis
super
also
smart.
always in a hoodie in this movie?
Yes, he's
No,
in a
yeah,
rain
when
jacket.
he's in,
Yeah,
when
yeah.
he's in
That's his outfit.
Unbreakable mode.
Yeah.
When he's on
Hoodie up.
mode,
Yeah.
he has a poncho on.
Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
So the next movie,
Split.
Split, my favorite movie out of all of them, is about a guy who has multiple DID,
Dissociative identity disorder.
and all of his identities believe in this one creature called the Beast. And the Beast has all these supernatural powers, and the Beast is stronger than anybody, and the Beast will correct all the wrongs. And obviously, the main guy, you learn that the main
Personality.
main personality is suppressed by all these other personalities, keeping him in the dark, not coming towards the light, they call it. My favorite character is the little boy. When he comes,
Hedwig.
Hedwig, he goes,
Owl from Harry Potter.
Yeah, that's what that
He's
personality.
a 9-year-old
means, yeah.
boy, but he's like one of the main personalities that lets the Beast come through. He's the one that greets him at the gate.
I watched that movie and I forgot that.
Yeah. He's my favorite.
I never seen it.
He-
So I was like, M. Night Shyamalan.
It is very good.
God.
He
There's a lot of
kidnaps
James
these girls.
McAvoy doing like a lot of different James
Yeah.
McAvoys.
He kidnaps this boy. I mean, these girls, these 3 girls, and they're going to be like, quote unquote, food for the Beast.
Whoa,
Like they're going to be sacrifices for the Beast.
that's crazy.
And
And
so,
the Beast is still just him,
James
but
McAvoy.
shirtless, buff, and going.
he acts like a beast, but he becomes like superhuman strength,
Yeah,
superhuman. Like he is the Beast.
He goes hamster style.
he goes
like a
hamster
werewolf.
style.
In the sense. The movie's really good, I think, because he's a really good actor. I think it really goes into depth about his character, and I was like, oh, I really like
Yeah,
this.
Xavier bald head still there then. Right?
Yep.
So it must have like filmed at the same time.
Yeah, and I like how you see glimpses of the actual guy and how he interacts with a girl. I really like how he doesn't hurt the girl because she has. So his big thing, the Beast's big thing is, he only likes killing people who've had an easy life. He's like, they don't deserve to live, pretty much. And if you've had a hard life, then bless you, you're the strong one, kind of thing. So in the end, it happens where he's bending the bars. He goes, it's just like gleaming because he's eating the 2 other girls. Walking on, he literally cannibalized the 2 girls.
Wow.
And you see him going, and he's put like,
Stretching butthole.
Is he able to like unhinge his jaw, or does he just like good pie eating contest?
no, he just pie eating contest. He just pie eating contest
That's crazy.
into their stomachs.
That's nuts.
And then it is, and then crawls on ceilings and walls, and he's pretty crazy. But he lets the girl go because he sees all the scars. Her uncle molested her, and it's like kind of oh, sorry, I forgot. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. It's members.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Anyways, sexually assaulted her and molested her from a very little age and then she lives with him because her dad died. So she's scarred and she has all these scars from getting beat and like deep scars. So at the end he sees her and he goes, "You're good. I won't kill you."
Yeah.
You're
Pass.
That sounds. It sounds like she would probably be one of the few that would want to die after doing all of that stuff.
Because
Like,
she was the one
whoa.
relating to the main guy, going like, "We're like the same in the sense like we're both broken."
but she doesn't want to be corn cobbed by James McAvoy.
Right, yeah.
I think the scene with the, was that in that movie or the next movie with
Which
the
one?
iron? Mom chasing him with a hot iron.
Oh, I think
Burn the
that
little
was the
9-year-old
next one.
kid.
I thought so. Yeah.
It was where you're like, I understand why you have this disorder because it's really messed up. And the whole thing is his dad left him. His dad left him. Like they said goodbye to him on a train and he never saw him again.
He went
So the
separate.
trains were very symbolic for both Unbreakable and Split.
Yeah.
So we're gonna move on. He escapes and he gets free, and he's still out
Killing
there.
people, yeah.
But by the end of the movie, they're under a zoo. Don't know what that has to do with
A
anything.
zoo.
They're under a zoo
Because he's the biggest beast in the
Yeah,
show.
yeah, he's,
Yeah, that's the
So they're
thing.
under a zoo the whole time. She gets out. She's safe. Then you get to a diner, and you see everybody watching TV about what happened and blah, blah, blah. And she goes, wow, like they named that guy, this stranger. Oh, they named that guy really quick. It really reminds me of this other thing where about, what was his name again? I forgot his name. And then they turn to Bruce Willis and they're like, and he goes, Mr. Glass. And that's when you know that all those two movies are connected. You don't know till the very end that that's the same universe. And it looks like he's going to be hunting for him now.
Yeah.
Because
The Breakable Man.
The Unbreakable Man. The break. So, Mr. Glass in the first movie gets caught. Mr. Glass in the first movie gets caught. He gets caught and gets sent to an insane asylum.
Damn.
I don't know if you want me to describe the next movie.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's the one I actually saw because I didn't realize I watched the third of a trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's now there.
Which honestly, the context makes the plot even more ridiculous.
Yeah, it is.
I'm sorry if you liked it, but
I liked it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I didn't like the
like it,
ending.
yeah.
I didn't like the ending.
Wow.
To be honest, okay. I get why they did what they did, but it's like
Let's hear the rest of it.
Yeah.
Sarah Paulson tries to make them feel like they're all
they're crazy.
crazy
That
and they don't
you
actually
just have
abilities.
an issue where like you hit your head on the train accident, and that's why you think you can do all these things.
Yeah.
Wasn't that also partly a thing in Unbreakable? Because you weren't
Yes.
sure if he
Yeah.
was.
You weren't
yeah,
sure if
okay,
he
yeah,
actually
okay.
was.
So that is just continued.
So they
Yeah,
go
so
into
it's
a
sort of
mental
that, yeah.
hospital. They get caught. He's trying to hunt down the Split guy. They get caught. They bring them into a mental institute. Mr. Glass is already there. He's kind of like sedated,
They just
quote unquote.
capture everybody.
They capture the really cool thing I like is they capture the Split guy by like flashing the hypno lights or whatever at him.
A camera flash.
It is a camera flash.
Oh
Anytime they
Essentially,
sense that like
That's so
an
funny.
aggressive personality is coming out, they flash and it brings them back to like a docile personality. And with Unbreakable, his kryptonite is, I forgot to say, his kryptonite is water. Whatever.
Can't even drink the thing.
He can't even,
Isn't his body 70% water?
Yeah.
That's the breakable part.
no, because he almost drowned when he
No,
was
it's
younger.
Just basically saying like you can drown him.
You could drown him. That's his
He's got
weakness.
H3O. He can't handle H2O.
Technically, you could drown
Yeah.
Superman too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And suffocate him in space. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Superman could drown?
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
Anyway, so in
His
Ben
Kryptonian
Stiller's
lungs
room-
just. Sorry.
in Unbreakable, in his room, it's all like these water gun things that will shoot him if he becomes aggressive. So they all have like this girl's trying to convince them that they're all crazy. So she sits them down in a room. She's like, "You guys are all crazy. Like, couldn't it be that like you're just making it up? All of those bars that you bent were really old."
Old and rusty.
Old
so
and
that's why
rusty,
you're dead
and they
now,
were
but-
built in like the 1800s. And then he was like, the walls that you climbed, it looks like on your computer you had a lot of videos of rock climbing, like one of your personalities really was into watching rock climbing videos. So it could be that you were just like doing the rock
You know
climbing
how
that
to
you
do it.
knew how to do it. And
They should watch Split. Watch that. He definitely had different powers and stuff.
Yeah, he really did. But she was trying to convince them, and she almost convinced the Split guy that his personality is. So there's like 3 personalities that believe in the Horde. They call it the Horde, which is the bad parts of the personalities that hoard together and believe in the beast. They're the ones that let the beast out. They're the ones that the beast will save us, and there'll be a new dawn, and like they're the three characters that wholly believe in it. In this movie, you see them questioning if what they were doing was even worth it. The main guy, Ben, I think his name is, one of the personalities is like, we've been feeding this guy all these people, and he hasn't done what he said he was gonna do. Yeah. So should we even believe in him? Blah blah. And then the girl's like, no, we're gonna. The woman in that guy's body, who dresses in high heels and stuff, in the Split movie, says no, like we're gonna believe in him. Blah blah. And the therapist lady talking to him, made her like. Kind of like
I like that scene a lot because you could see how visibly upset that she was
getting visibly upset about like the beast maybe not being real, and the whole
paradigm is built on that.
Yeah. So that was really cool because you know the characters from the second movie. It's like you're like, oh shit, she's a matriarch of that body. She takes care of the little boy who's the third kid. My girlfriend. He's one of my favorite Split characters. So because he's so goofy, because he's a 9-year-old kid, he asked in the Split movie the girl to kiss him, and because she's a hostage, she did it. And he calls her his girlfriend. He's like, "That's my girlfriend," and she is like, "That's my girl." Right, and then he has all the cheerleaders in the room. Remember, he goes, "I have a girlfriend. My ex-girlfriend. I kissed her." And because he's little, and he goes, "Do you want to see my boombox?" He's like a 9-year-old kid would do. Where you're like little and little, whatever. It's just cool. I like that personality, but he is the one that lets the beast out and let all the horde become who they were. Because he's in like the most control, believe it or not, compared to like Kevin, who is the actual guy. So sorry, getting back to I had to explain all the backstory. Anything. So it ends up being that Mr. Glass was not sedated, and he's super smart. That's his thing. He wasn't sedated, and he was hiding all his pills to begin with, and he was just pretending like he was zonked. And he went and talked to Split. I forgot what they called him, the Horde, whatever. They have a different name for him. The Horde, and said, "Hey, I'm going to let you free, and we're going to go to this building. And this is where you can show the world who you are, that we're real," because he's a bad guy. We're real, and so in a couple days, I'll let you free, and we'll all be free. Okay, and they go, and then you explain the rest. I'm tired now.
I just gave up.
Yeah.
No, she did explain 2.5 movies.
She did, yeah.
With a lot of context.
Yeah.
Better than Longlegs context. So basically, the whole thing with Mr. Glass is that he wants to prove that these superheroes are real, and that comic books are actually based on superheroes that have existed. They just like hyped them up and made them more like one of the things.
Explain the second half of the third movie.
So
Just letting you know where you're at.
Like one of the things that he says is like, Superman's originally Superman didn't fly. He was just strong and stuff like that, based on the strong men, and then that's why his outfit was the way he is. And then they later added on superhuman abilities. So he's like, but those original abilities were real, based on real stuff. So he's trying to say that like all throughout history there have been people like this who have had extraordinary abilities. And then that's why comic books exist and things like that.
Yeah, of course Nick Fury would say that.
Yeah. So his whole goal is to prove to the world that they exist. And so that's why he's like, all right, so what we're going to do is we're going to have a showdown between Unbreakable and you, the Horde. And we're going to do it.
And they're equally as strong. They can force each other back, which is crazy.
Yeah, so then he tells Unbreakable, look, I'm going to let you go, but I'm also letting this guy go, and you're going to have to stop him.
So you're going to have to break through this door, but if you don't think your powers are real, you won't be able to get through the door and save all these people. So he breaks through the door. He actually has these powers.
Yep, and then they meet outside, and then the woman who's running that whole psychiatric ward has all these guards and stuff trying to stop them from going over there.
Poor guards. Ripped to the guards. The beast just like eats them. He's just like destroys. He just eats them.
Yeah.
By any
His
concept.
teeth turns
Literally
into a
just-
chainsaw.
He's the original Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
But so then they have the whole like battle and stuff like that, and like the what's cool is that you see like the
We
son
forgot to mention the son is there, older son, the girl from the third one, and
for the second movie.
second one, sorry, and the mom from Mr. Glass's mom from the first one too. So all those three characters are there participating in this study.
Yeah, and then so the mom is telling like the Mr. Glass like, oh, is this supposed to be like the showdown? Like this is supposed to be the limited edition comic, blah blah blah, because that's kind of what she believed he was trying to recreate, which is why they were going to like the biggest building and the grand opening and all this stuff. And then what ends up happening is all those characters end up getting killed by those psychiatric woman's like force.
So all of those main superheroes. So Unbreakable gets drowned in a puddle. Love that.
What?
He gets drowned in a puddle, and she makes the guards drown him.
Yeah.
There's a reason for this. And then she stabs Glass in the stomach and kills him.
Ow.
Yeah. And the beast, well, I cried so hard when the beast died because that's one of my favorite characters from that franchise. And you saw he was like, I'm not going to let all of my personalities up to the light anymore. It's just going to be me.
Kevin,
I'm going to be the main personality now. I want to live and blah, blah. All of a sudden you see Sniper go poof and kill and shoot him, and he's bleeding out, and the girl's holding him. The girl he kidnapped is holding him, and like he's like, oh man, I don't want to die. Like I want to live, and then he bleeds out and dies.
Yeah.
And
So Glass's mom was like, I thought this was supposed to be the grand showdown. Like, what is going on? Because Mr. Glass knows everything that's going to happen because he's so smart. And he goes, no, this isn't the showdown issue. You got it all wrong. This is the origin issue. And so then he dies. So then what ends up happening is they reveal that that woman has like this, what was it, like Ace of Clubs thing on
she has it. All of the guards
clovers?
start
Was
to
it
have
clover?
clovers. They
I
all
forget it
have
was
clover
clubs or clovers.
tattoos on their arms. And so then it flashes to after everything.
Oh no, the way they do it was cool too, because it was like in the first movie. So you know how in the first movie, Mr. Glass is like, "Oh, shake my hand," and then that's how he sees everything that happened. So then the girl says that to Unbreakable before he dies, and then he grabs her hand
Before she finally
finally drowns him. And then he sees that everything that's been going on has been going on for a long time, and that
ever.
yeah, that there's been people that have had superhuman abilities, and that these people were covering up the whole time.
So these people are here to stop gods from like arising like Superman, and they're stopping all superheroes to save humanity
superheroes and villains.
because if once one arises, the other one will arise also. So like once a hero arises, a villain will arise, or vice versa. So the group of them are to stop that from happening by any means possible. They try first to make them believe that they don't have these powers and they're just crazy, and if that doesn't work, they'll just kill them.
Yeah. So then Mr. Glass knew this the whole time, and so
Smart man.
yeah. So she we gotta get rid of the camera footage. So because that would prove that everything exists. So Mr. Glass had sent the camera footage to his mom, the Unbreakable son, and the girl that was split. Yeah. So then at the end of the movie, they released the footage. So now the whole world knows that these kind of people exist.
So it's the footage of all their fights of like them throwing each other, them getting like drowning them, and it's so funny because she runs to the asylum and she's like, did any backup get sent out? They're like, yeah, a backup got sent out to something, and then you see her in the hallway. She goes in the hallway and goes,
It's on 4chan.
She's all over 4chan. She screams. She's like, she's like, you ruined everything.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So then, what was cool?
You forgot to say they revealed that it was the beast that killed Mr. Glass. Because
No.
No,
you mean Mr. Glass?
Mr. Glass. So
okay.
when the guys, you remember that his dad disappeared on the train, right? The split guy. The train was the train from Unbreakable, where everybody died.
So it wasn't that the dad left him; it was that the dad died on the train.
And guess who caused that train accident?
The
Mr.
McGlass.
Glass.
The McGlass.
And so he goes, it's great and all. He goes, we have a mission to be seen. But he goes, but it's great and all. But he goes, I'm here to protect Kevin, who's the main guy. The Beast goes, I'm here to protect Kevin, and then he just stabs him pretty much and killed. That's how he goes. But
Yeah. So So
sorry,
no, it's fine.
It's
It's just
important.
context. Better than Longlegs. And then, so at the end of the movie, so now the whole world knows that like these people exist. And then so when Mr. Glass was saying that it was an origin story, it's because it was an origin story for those three. It wasn't that it was their grand showdown. So I was like, oh, that was cool.
and they're all sitting together in the Grand Central Station.
Watching everybody starting to see that this is
They're
real.
all, like watching on their phone. They're all getting notifications that it exists. Yeah.
Do exist.
Yeah. And that's how that ends. But apparently, the new movie that's coming out from M. Night Shyamalan,
Trap.
maybe people theorize that Trap because it's like people theorize because the names too. So Split,
Unbreakable,
Unbreakable,
Split, Glass,
Trap. It's all like one.
Fap.
name.
Trap. That's the
Flap,
next one.
Flap. Anyways, they think one of the people in it is like within the universe.
But because everybody wants it to continue.
He said he doesn't want to continue it.
Yeah. First
he
he
said maybe, and now he says no.
Yeah.
I mean, he does so much though. That's like,
No, I'm like enough.
I don't. Does it need to be connected? Does it like?
No, it really didn't.
Because like, Don't Knock at the Cabin was, whoa.
I didn't see
That's
that.
how I'm expecting Trap to be.
Yeah.
But I do love the guy just giving the whole plot of the movie to him. And then
Saw that trailer for
Yeah.
Longlegs. I was like, whoa,
There's the plot.
this is the whole movie.
Yeah.
It might as well been.
And every
then he does
trailer,
that
there's
smile, like-
more of it, which is crazy. Because like the first trailer, he's like, "Yeah, there's a killer in this building." The second trailer's like, "There's a killer in this building, and the police are coming."
Yeah.
The third trailer's like, "There's and more detail." I'm like,
It's
"Man,
like Among
there's
Us."
gonna be like 30 minutes of this guy telling him."
It's me.
Yeah.
oh my god.
It's like, oh boy, but yeah, no, I still want to. I'm excited to watch it.
It does look like
Curious.
it has potential.
Yeah.
That
Curious.
M. Night Shyamalan kid might be going places, you know.
Maybe.
All right. Do we have optimism, perhaps?
Yes, we do. And I made it very special.
Optimism.
I found. I couldn't find Twister facts. I found hurricane facts. Pseudo Potato.
That's good.
Okay. When a storm goes through phases to become a hurricane, we all know that it has to go through certain levels of tropical depression, where the storm picks up speed, and and if there is a wind speed reaching above 39 miles per hour, it becomes a tropical depression. The depression can become a storm when the wind reaches up to 74 miles per hour. So there's phases of a storm, a hurricane.
So what was the phase again? It was
Crazy.
depression, and then what?
39 and then 74.
Anger.
And accept
There's probably more, but it cut off.
Interesting.
Okay, so a hurricane, they actually retire some names of hurricanes if the storm
was
is
too
too deadly
devastating,
or
yeah.
costly.
Oh,
They're like, if it's too like
know that
Katrina, they probably will never name another
Yeah.
storm Katrina.
That way we can refer back to it, and everyone knows which one.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. I've never had a hurricane named after me.
Oh, really?
It's rude. And
Never?
they keep never. There's never actually
looked
there
it
might
up?
have been, but it was like in the 19 whatever. It was a long time ago.
You want one while you're around.
Yeah, I want one now.
Deadliest
I do.
You should wreck Antarctica.
So, do you know how you've heard of the eye of the storm as the calmest?
Yeah.
Did you know the
what about
eye
the butt?
wall
Uh-huh.
is the most dangerous
Yeah.
part
Dang.
of a storm? It's a rain band, the eye wall, and the eye.
Did you know that in the eye of the hurricane?
There's
Whoa.
the rain bands are spirals that spread away from the center. The eye wall is the ring closest to the eye, or the most dangerous winds are found, and the eye is the whole, of the
Yeah, we do.
hurricane.
No,
And that tends to be the weakest. So it's the strongest, the very center, and then the weakest right in the middle.
Well,
And that's my optimism facts for today.
That reminds me of like the big red spot on Jupiter that
Yeah.
I remember learning from magic school books could fit 3 Earths inside of it. And just imagine like if it's like the same rules, be like it's like because it's supposed to be like crazy hurricane raging like eternally forever and stuff like that. But is there like little tiny eyes in there?
Does it drill?
people are on hammocks.
Yeah.
I'm curious if it drills into the ground after being like a forever. Like at that point, it's like erosion.
I find that stuff so fascinating. I mean, I know the gravity is, it's gigantic. It's like, I don't know. But,
I'm curious why we're
it's a
the only
gas
ones that
giant,
get
right?
yeah, but
hurricanes and stuff like
I
that.
think it still has like surface.
Oh.
It's just it's
Underneath
got
all that
like
gas?
liquefied sulfuric acid in the air or something like that. I don't
You
know.
melt.
Yeah, you got to be made of tough stuff. You got to be tough as
Diamonds.
Mm-hmm.
Be tough like a diamond.
Did you hear, since you like planets, did you hear that the moon got hit with something and they saw it in China? It was just like it was a big and they saw it like a meteor hit.
Whoa.
Wow.
The moon was like,
It was like this big. It was like a fly hitting your face. Like it wasn't big, obviously, because it burns up.
crater.
But it was enough where they were able. They have it on film if you look it up.
Wow.
It's just a little, and you just see it. But apparently, they were able to visibly see it from Earth,
Wow, that's pretty cool.
China specifically.
Okay.
Wow.
That's it.
All right, but that's not it because we're back
Yeah.
with more Batwoman, everyone.
Oh yeah, we are, guys. This is season 2, episode 17.
Wow.
well, who's counting?
Yeah. No, ain't I only know today because it finally started working. Where I click next episode, it plays the next episode.
Oh, wow.
I've been waiting years for this. It's advanced technology. So this episode, Kate Kane has her memories back, but it's actually still Cersei, Roman Sionis' daughter. Right? You got to keep that in mind.
Okay.
Because they tricked. Just to recap, it's been a while.
Yeah.
Kate died in a plane. No, she didn't. Black Mask found her, took her to a therapist guy. Therapist guy was like, I'm going to give you all of Roman Sionis' daughter's memories, and you're her now.
What was the reason for that?
Because Roman Sionis really misses his little girl.
All right, cool.
I miss you, baby girl. Yeah. So now, even though it's Kate Kane's body and mind, it's really Cersei who's taken over. So it's split, but it's Cersei mostly.
Oh, interesting. Okay. And
Cool.
and what did they reconstruct her face?
Yeah, because, the actress
That's
left.
just yeah.
So her face is different.
Gotcha.
Also, in this episode, her face is especially different. I don't know what they did to the actress that before she looked like a little bit like Kate. It's like, oh, okay, that could be her after surgery. Now, for some reason, she won't stop like bug-eyeing and staring. I guess because now she knows she's like the villain side of the character. So she's like, oh, my version of evil is this. Looking at everything like this. Everything.
Oh man.
So, oh boy. Ryan, the current Batwoman,
She's still in the show.
still in the show, yeah. She gets arrested because another hate crime kind of thing.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Why is there so much hate crime in
kinda
Gotham?
Like,
Yeah, right.
like it happened to Luscious maybe 3 episodes ago where he got wrongfully arrested.
That's
This one, she steals a laptop as Batwoman, and Cersei is like pretending to be Kate. So she's like Ryan's Batwoman. So Roman Sionis is like, okay, we're going to trick her. We're going to follow her laptop, and we're going to plant drugs on her and say that, oh, yeah, this black girl is just slinging the snake venom.
Oh my god.
Jeez. All right.
Yeah. And they do that.
So they talk about it and they do it.
Yeah, they arrest her
Wow.
in the car, and they're like, and the cops literally go, yeah, and you had these drugs on you? She goes, I didn't have those drugs on me. They're like, yeah, you did. You're coming with us, Batwoman.
Wow.
Because Roman Sionis knows.
Like crack woman.
Yeah. And then they have her in a car with Roman Sionis, and he's like, I know you, Batwoman. Ha ha, loser. We're going to kill you in jail because his plan now is to take the crows and all the ones that were fired for being really racist, and now he's making them all black mask people.
Oh.
Because also the what's his face disbanded the crows.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
So-
I remember you saying that. Yeah.
Jon Snow.
Yeah, so
Jon Snow, yeah.
so the guy that arrested Luscious for a hate crime, as a hate crime, doing that.
Yeah.
Is it not even really a hate crime because it's just a racist police officer?
Yeah.
So it is a hate crime that he's arresting him.
Right.
So the same guy is like, man, I already worked for that crappy organization, the Crows, and they told me what to do. And now you want me to work for you, Roman Sionis? I'm not going to be another cog in the machine. I was like, that guy was just disobeying orders the whole time. What the hell is he talking about? He didn't listen to nobody. Why does he care if he's getting money? But Roman Sionis is like, I don't want you to be a cog. I want you to be the machine. And he's like, all right, cool, I'll do it.
All right. Super easy. Barely need to.
Yeah, he's like, fine, works with me. So Ryan goes to jail, and she has her parole officer is like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Like, again for drugs? Again for drugs, Ryan? She's like, they weren't mine. She's like, dude, that sounds familiar, loser. And then she's like, well, okay, so now what do you want me to do? You're going to go to jail for a long time, idiot. And she's like, I'm Batwoman, and they're going to kill me in prison. And she's like, that's fucking stupid. No, they're not. Like, what are you talking about? And then the cops come in. This episode has a lot of saying things and then it happens. So the cops come in and she's like, the parole officer is like, actually, wait, I want to ask you one question, like, about her arrest. And the cop's like, fucking shoot the parole officer.
Oh my God. Damn. All right.
In the meantime, Kate is back at like talking to all of her friends and family, and she's like, oh yeah, I miss being back, and I miss my sister and that cop girl that I was trying to sleep with. And the cop girl's like, here's this letter from you, and it says, she's like, oh, so sweet, Kate left a letter before she went on the plane to die, and it says, I'm sorry I lied to you so much about being Batwoman. It was my biggest lie, but I love you. And then the fake Kate is like, yeah, I felt that so bad. One scene later, she's in the Batcave pointing the gun to everybody, and she goes, that was the easiest lie I ever told. So, yeah, because they're like, oh, well, Kate's got to save Ryan, so she's got to become Batwoman again and save her. So, nope, she just takes a tranquilizer gun and goes, pat, 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 to all of them. To Luscious, to Kate's sister, and to the cop girl. And then they put them not in like a Flash prison cell. Flash had like that power cell where I can't even use my powers in here. It's power damp, but I could never escape this. They put her in like a Queens, one of those gate things that you can like slide open. Oh my God. And that's like the Batgirl prison is just like a Queens fence. And they're like, how are we going to get out of here? So they're worried about saving Batwoman, but it's okay because Ryan, after she beats up the two cops that tried to shoot the parole officer, she just leaves and she goes home.
What?
And she goes, you guys are taking too long to save me. What the hell happened?
Oh my God.
Yeah, this show's fucking rough, dude.
That's hilarious.
And now they're in this like Queen's Gate cell.
Oh my God.
And I guess whoever was directing it says, like, put your hands on the bars a whole bunch and make it look super serious. Because all the actors are going like, the whole fucking time they're in this prison cell. And then, of course, fake Kate comes out and she's like, and now I'm going to kill you, Ryan, with this crossbow. And she just starts shooting. Yeah, starts shooting at Ryan. Crossbow. Yeah. So Ryan runs away and she starts hiding in the Batcave. And fake Kate's like, okay, fine. If you won't let me shoot you, I'm going to shoot someone else. And she turns to the cage with the people in it. And she misses 3 shots at them.
Oh, my
And
God.
they're all standing still in a cage.
Oh, this show's the best. Freaking love this.
This was Batwoman at one point.
Yes. Yeah, and what's really funny is that she says something along the lines of, now I'm shaking the rust off. Like,
What?
Oh,
this
my
this
God.
this 4th shot will definitely kill you. Yeah, but then Ryan hits her with a fire extinguisher, so it's all good.
Classic fire extinguisher move. Yeah.
Yeah. So while Ryan and Kate fight, the three of them get out of the cell by just lifting it. Because it is a Queen's Gate, so they just
done that the whole
yeah,
time.
they just kind of like prop it up and lift it and fucking lift it, and then fake Kate goes to this back room, and there's like this a Batman container, and it has like Batman villain stuff. Okay. So it's like, oh my god, it had like the Joker's buzzer, Bane's venom with this. It was like a little backpack, a little Bane backpack. And like a poison ivy flower. Okay. So all this stuff's going on, and we get Sophia, because you remember Alice was dating Ocean, who is Sophia's sister, who died once, came back, and now Sophia killed him again to be like, now you lost my brother, your boyfriend, but it's okay because you hurt me, bitch. So the whole episode, she's talking to Alice just on a beach. Oh. That's their story arc. Okay. So it'll cut from like this dark bat cave to them just on this really bright beach just talking at each other.
Yeah.
And Sophia's like, okay, I hired Cersei, fake Kate, to go into the bat cave to steal Poison Ivy's flower so she could bring it back to my island so she could use it on the Desert Rose so all the Desert Rose can grow back so I could have my island again. And Alice goes...
Oh my god! Damn! This show is awesome. I love this show.
So then back at the back, Kate's about to like kill Ryan, and the cop girl comes with like some kind of gun. I think she picked up the crossbow is what it is, and she's like, step away from Ryan. And she's like, you're not going to shoot me. And she picks up a duffel bag and she walks out of the bat cave.
What?
Yeah. So Kate, and when I say walks out, like she literally picks up a bag and just... Oh, wow. And there's three people there and not a single person stops her from leaving.
She just walks off set.
It looked like she walked off set.
I love that that's the common trope of the show.
Yeah.
People just walk away.
Yeah.
Always jail.
Dude, you're not going to stop me.
They got a jail set, and they just got to use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so... But, yeah, and that's pretty much the episode. At the end of it, they're like, oh, we have to stop Ryan. We have to stop Kate. She's kind of a bitch now. And Roma Sionis has all the Batman gadgets, and he looks at the Bane venom, and he's like, I'm going to give this to the racist cop.
Oh, my God.
And then the episode ends.
Oh, my God. So, okay.
Finally.
Yes.
They can do racist.
Hey.
So, quick question. Why did Kate shoot them with tranquilizers instead of just killing them?
So they claim, they're like, oh, that's because Kate's still in there. But actually, fake Kate says, yeah, real Kate's still in here, but she's not on my trigger finger.
Whoa.
So she still could have killed them, you're saying?
Yeah, but she shoots them 4 times with a crossbow, just misses. But she
meant
shot
to do that.
every fucking tranquilizer shot in one to pop, 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 pop.
Maybe it was intentional.
Anything that's a kill shot is where Kate intervenes, be like, no.
Yeah.
Oh, not that one.
No.
Why am I still so rusty?
No.
Interesting.
Good question, though.
Yeah, thank you.
It doesn't sound dull. With that,
She could have blew up the Batcave, right? With just everybody in it.
Oh, she could have done like 8 million different things, dude. She could have. Dude, it's so stupid, but it's a romp. And keep in mind, let's remember, the whole time she's staring at the Batman thing, she's shooting the crossbow.
With those bug eyes, gotcha.
These fucking popping out of her skull eyes out of
Probably
nowhere.
had such a bad migraine after that.
Yeah, it never happens in any other episode.
That's why she walked off set.
She got like Graves' disease that episode.
Crazy how bug-eyed she gets. It's
Damn.
wild. Yep, that's Batwoman.
All right, how many bats out of bats?
14 bats with baseball caps out of 15 bats with baseballs.
That's pretty good.
Is it? Because
I think so.
some of them have hats and bats and the other ones have balls.
Well, I feel like the bats ones are beating the balls, and they're almost there. Bat overpowers balls.
Gotcha. Bats overpower balls.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
To speak from experience. With that, everyone, thank you so much for tuning in to episode 205 of Pseudo Adults, the program.
There's the onion. Whoa, everyone heard it?
Oh my
Because I did.
God.
Yeehaw.
You know, for some reason this morning I was getting ready. I was like, you know what? I'm going to introduce Pseudo Adults and like, hello.
Whoa.
My name is Kyle. So maybe let's do our French
accent?
cigarette sign-off.
Sacre bleu, I am Le Mat.
It's me, Alex.
I am the Rachel.
Mon ami, it is me, Tony.
Fucking Kyle, we are the Pseudo Adults.